or they finished the job, brother.
We back at it again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, JSN low key looking better than Marvin Harrison.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Bruh.
going on with Marvin Harrison. He need to get his confidence
Yeah.
up. Something's off.
Yeah, something's off, man.
Or is he this year's? Is he the Genty of this year?
Man,
Oh, I'm not.
man. Hey,
I ain't trying to be negative. I won't be that. I won't go there because Chris
I mean, but at least
Chris know I'm cautiously optimistic.
exactly.
oh yeah. You definitely optimistic, all right.
Yeah,
I don't know. Marvin Harrison cold though. I mean, we just got to see it. I mean, he got to put it together.
not facts.
That's crazy
Facts.
though. You would think that Marvin Harrison would be more pro ready than, I won't say than Neighbors, but I thought you would think that he would be killing.
Bro, but out of college, he was polished, man.
Yeah, but you low key the weakest at the OSU guy. Well, no, I'll say, but he low key like the biggest disappointment out of them so far.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be fine. He's supposed to be better than all them. He's supposed to be better than Ave, Garrett,
getting off.
Yeah, Neighbors obviously is the best one, and then you got Brian Thomas who's solid. McConkey's killing with the Chargers. You know, so
last draft class. Sure.
It is what it is. But hey, man, don't forget to clock in. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Here we go.
LS.
Great Pharaoh. The gift of Troy is a fabulous fabric from the land of the 5 rivers.
He's gone! 10-5 touchdown! Raiders!
2 years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future.
We back. We are back for another edition of Around the Shield. We got a special guest in the building. Man, we got Chris from Protect the Shield podcast. My guy, man, appreciate you coming through, man. What's going on, man? How's everybody doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I ain't a special guest, man. It's family, baby. It's family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, baby. Hey, it's just,
yeah,
it's just bro, chill. I'm chilling with my bros. That's it.
Hey,
Exactly.
yes, sir.
Exactly.
Hey, we gonna have a great show, dope show. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We got a lot to talk about, man. Hey, this week, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, man. They was, man. I don't know what them doubling down on how they feel about
a beer open because I might have to come for Severe this time. I might have come for Severe, bro. I might have to. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
If Kelly is his man's in them. Everyone in the chat, we ain't gonna let him moonwalk out of this. Chip Kelly is his man.
Hey, but salute to the night crew pulling up, man. 3-1 Raider in the building. Salute y'all. I appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. You already see it, man. LS, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. Appreciate you coming through. We got everybody pulling up today, man. We got everybody pulling up. Kevin Lurker in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Franklin. My guy, man, appreciate you pulling up. I gotta start changing up the beats, man. I ain't gonna lie, my guy Mint. Shout out to Mint, man. We slowly but surely we just catching up. I mean, we'll talk about the pick'ems. You know, I'm gonna talk my shit, you know what I'm saying, later on. You know, when we get to the NFL picks. But man, appreciate everybody pulling up. Alfredo in the building says since when we had Jason Kelce at center, facts,
bro.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that, man. We gonna talk about that.
The audacity of him saying that.
Since we had Javon Curse at the end. Since we had Javon Curse at the end. We had Jason Kelce at center, Javon Curse at the end. We got the Legion of Boom in the secondary, according to Pete Carroll. So
man. But yeah, we'll get into that conversation. Obviously, Pete Carroll had his comments about the offensive line. JPJ, Chip Kelly spoke to the media as well. We'll get into that conversation. Tom Brady responded. You know, he responded to all that media buzz last week about his role as a commentator and the owner of the Raiders and how that can be a conflict of interest and all that type of stuff. He kind of spoke out. Nothing crazy. You know, he kept it clean and professional, you know. But I think it's getting to him a little bit, like all this noise about him, you know, trying to. Well, I mean, I can't blame him though, because you know he was part of the Patriots and the Patriot way, and I mean, with the what's the Deflate Gate and Spygate,
yeah, all that,
yeah. So it's like I understand. I can't blame people to think that, like, come on, man. He's acting all shocked and surprised about it, but you know, hey, if it's helping the Raiders win, I'm not gonna lie. Do what you gotta do.
It still ain't though. That's the problem.
I know, man. But we appreciate pulling up. Hey, so yeah, man, we're gonna get into that, and we actually had Keek from Keek on the Mic podcast, or the Chicago Bear podcast, a host of that thing over there, and he was able to talk to us about the Chicago Bears. We'll have a good conversation, and we'll put that up in just a second. LS says, I'm over this entire staff already, front office included. Man, just like, see, that's I think that's a little bit Raider PTSD though, low key. Yeah. Because it's like everybody that comes in, we want to fire them, like right off the bat. At some point, we got to let someone just stay there. Because I'm gonna make a point.
Do it last year. Shit, we could have started last year. We didn't start last year. Like, hey, whatever.
I know. Yeah. And that was my main. I went on my rant during the offseason. I don't know why I don't feel like going on a rant because I already talked about it, but I was called a hater. You remember, Severe? I was called I was called a hater, and AP, he didn't know how to coach. We needed to fire him. We're getting a former Super Bowl winner, but he's 74 years old. It doesn't matter. He's gonna bring a culture, and I mean we'll get into it. I'm not totally jumping off board, but I'm just
shout out to my brother Jeff. I had a whole debate. Oh
yeah.
About why we shouldn't do it. About why we should do it. Look.
Incompetent. Man, I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's still a long season. What did Tom Brady say? He said by Thanksgiving, you're going to see if the team is either going to improve and go one direction, or the players give up as well as the fan base gives up, and they just get worse and worse as the season goes along. And if that happens, what's the point of having a 74-year-old coach? But that just
we're gonna know way before Thanksgiving. We're gonna know way before Thanksgiving.
We're gonna know Sunday.
Right, Sunday, and then at the very latest, the Titans game. If we lose to the Titans, wrap it up.
Oh yeah,
wrap it up.
Is that the very next game?
Well, no, it's the no, we play what's your name, and then we play the Colts, and then the Titans, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the Colts.
Well, I would say this game right here, how they respond. I'm not really, be honest with you, I'm not looking at it from a wins-loss perspective because I didn't have high expectations to begin with. So for me to say, they should win all these games when I didn't have high expectation to begin with, that's kind of contradicting myself. But I do want to see a level of like improvement, growth, make some adjustments, give me some type of hope, and like, okay, when you get more talent, you're gonna do something with it. And shout out to LS with the super chases. The reason we want everybody fired is because we make the wrong decisions to begin with. The writing is on the wall when we hire them. Bruh, man, I can't. I don't know, man. I don't want to co-sign that, man. I'm tired of firing people, man. We got to stick it out and like, we have to have some type of stability, bro. Straight up. Like, I don't know. That's where I stand with it. But I worst case scenario, if there's some type of, I mean, we'll get into it because this is a good conversation that we're gonna have later, especially with some of the comments that was made by Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly today. But like I said, I did have a special guest. Me and Severe, we had a chance to talk to Keek on the mic for Chicago Bear podcast, the host of that podcast, and he was able to fill us in on what's going on with the Chicago Bears. So let me go ahead without further ado and go ahead and play that podcast here interview. What's going on? We have a special guest. We got Keek, host of the Chicago Bear podcast. Man, we appreciate him coming by, man. He does a really good job with the Chicago Bears and breaking them down. Definitely appreciate him coming on. But hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you guys having me on. It's always a good time when I'm able to, venture out and go on other teams' podcasts, right? That's why we're here, right? So it should be a good game this week, and I'm excited to talk Bears Raiders on the podcast today.
And by the way, it's Keek on the mic. Keek on the mic, the Chicago Bears podcast. Sometimes we do get Bears fans, so like, hey, Bears fans watching, you got a guy here that knows his stuff. So definitely, we're gonna have a good conversation today. Keek, man, tell me about what's going on with the Chicago Bears. Let's start with how the season is going on so far.
Yeah, we started off on Monday Night Football in a matchup where, myself and a lot of Bears fans included thought we would, get off to a hot start. And, for 3 quarters, we did get off to a hot start, 17-6 going into the 4th quarter. And then, the defense had a major letdown. We made JJ McCarthy look like prime Tom Brady in the 4th quarter. And we all know how that went. And then went to Detroit, got absolutely blown out in Ben Johnson's return to Ford Field. So that wasn't fun. And then, everything was kind of imploding on our season, right? All the anticipation and excitement going into the season. And now we're sitting at 0-2 with our first 2 losses being division opponents, right? So within the NFC North. So I think, Bears fans were kind of like, man, the season's already over. I wasn't one of those. I was like, hey, just remain patient. Everything's new. It's Ben Johnson year 1, Caleb Williams year 2, but year 1 in this Ben Johnson offense. Everything is new. And then we bounced back in a big way at home against the Dallas Cowboys. And, I know some people put an asterisk next to that because of how bad Dallas defense has been. But what I'm really looking at is just development week to week from Caleb Williams, and he is progressing pretty nicely from week to week.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we were saying earlier, man, it's a week-to-week league, man. Sometimes, sometimes fans, after a win, they kind of overestimate their team, and then after a loss, they really underestimate their team. But obviously, the Bears are coming off a win. Ben Johnson was cooking last game. He had I think a 19-play drive You know, that's not a good sign for the Raiders defense, who are a bend but don't break defense. But what are let's talk about the offense, that side of the ball. Like, what are you seeing from Ben Johnson in offense? Has he brought Detroit offense to Chicago just yet?
See, and that's like the biggest misconception right now is that, you know, from day one, right, when he was named the Bears head coach, he made it very clear, like, hey, what you saw in Detroit, we're throwing that in the trash, right? We are creating something different here in Chicago because, you know, really, when you really break it down and think about it, it's really different personnel. You have a quarterback in Jared Goff that's primarily a pocket quarterback, and then when you look at Caleb Williams, he can do a little bit of both, and that was really what Ben Johnson's been trying to accomplish during training camp and now into the season is trying to get Caleb Williams to play within rhythm and on time within the pocket, right? We still see Caleb Williams playing Superman ball and superhero ball from time to time. You kind of live and die with that. But Caleb Williams' stats are actually really improved from within the pocket. I think I was actually just reading a little clip on social media before I hopped on here that his numbers, his pass rating within under center is, I think, like 140.2 compared to 77.6 from out of shotgun. And to me, that's mind blowing. It shows the improvement already from Caleb Williams, because if you want to survive in this league, you got to be able to stand in the pocket and withstand that pressure and throw, you know, some good passes. But when you look at the state of the offense, it's going well so far. They're 12th in total yards. They're 9th in points, 25.3 points per game. They're 4th in third down percentage. So yes, early on, the offense does look much improved, but I wouldn't say that it's really any similar to what you've seen in Detroit just because of the personnel to the Lions.
Got it. Well, that's a welcome sign, especially to Chicago Bear fans, if Caleb Williams is slowly but surely developing, especially with all the talent that he has. But let's talk about the run game a little bit here, because I know it's a different personnel in Detroit. With Ben Johnson, they love to run the football. Is Ben Johnson still trying to establish the run with DeAndre Swift? I know there were some rumors that they wanted to draft Ashton Genty, who's now with the Raiders. But are they still trying to establish that run game, or are they kind of pass heavy?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing for Ben Johnson, is that's how he gets things going. We got to be able to run the football to run the plays like the flea flicker play or play action. He's trying to get those explosive plays. So yes, he is trying to, establish the run. And you mentioned that 19-play drive, right? In that 19-play drive, I believe he called 11 straight run plays. Wow. So we were able to really establish that run and insert our dominance against the Dallas Cowboys. But that's actually a sore subject right now within the Chicago Bears community. It is DeAndre Swift. We don't really consider him a 3-down back. Really effective in terms of out of the passing game. But in regard to the, 3-down back roll, it's been kind of tough sledding, only averaging a little over 3 yards per carry. Of course, we have that 7th round pick in Kyle Monangai, but he's a rookie. And of course you have Roschon Johnson, but he hasn't really proved himself either. So that's kind of been the biggest story. Like, I think this Bears offense could take that next step. And right now we're 15th, so we're middle of the pack in rushing yards per game. But that's definitely a thing that if we can get DeAndre Swift going, this offense could really light up the league.
Man.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting dynamic, because obviously Ben Johnson had DeAndre Swift, I believe, before in Detroit, and they actually drafted Jahmyr Gibbs so they can get rid of DeAndre Swift. So that was a unique dynamic. Kind of keeping on with the offensive side of the ball, you guys were kind of in a similar situation to where the Raiders were last year, where you guys had invested a fairly high pick in a guy like Cole Kmet, and then obviously you guys bring Ben Johnson over, and then you guys invest a fairly high pick in a guy like Colston Loveland. What has he shown you guys this year?
Kind of a slow start for Colston. The first 2 games, very non-existent. I think he had maybe a couple of targets and like 1 or 2 catches, and that was the same thing for Cole Kmet. The tight ends have not really been involved. Against Dallas, kind of opened it up a little bit, had a nice 31-yard catch, but unfortunately was banged up during that game, so I'm not sure if he's going to be available this week. And Cole Kmet also got a touchdown reception. But in regards to Colston Loveland, I keep saying that he is a receiver in a tight end's body. Made a lot of noise during training camp and during rookie mini camp and just during the off season, but not quite yet has it translated to the regular season. But that also goes to my sentiment that we have to give it time. I think eventually, once things come together, him and Caleb Williams continue that chemistry on and off the field, I think he will be a major asset. But in regards to the start of the season, it's been kind of tough sledding for the rookie.
Interesting. Been banged up. That's kind of his MO. So that's hopefully that works out for the best. I mean, I know you guys, traditionally, you guys have been kind of struggling up front along the offensive line. Anytime you want to establish the run, obviously you have to make major investments into the offensive line. How has your offensive line been performing this year?
Yeah, actually better than expected. Ryan Poles, the Chicago Bears GM, invested heavily in free agency, getting Drew Dahlman on the interior. Then we traded for Jonah Jackson and Joe Thuney, which Thuney, the name speaks for itself. He's a future Hall of Famer, blocked for Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. So they've been solid. And even right tackle Darnell Wright is really taking that next step. Early on in the season, kind of been dealing with some pre-snap penalties, right? That kind of kill us, holding calls from time to time. But overall, as a unit, they have been pretty good. Caleb Williams has only been sacked 6 times within the first 3 games, which to me, that's a massive improvement because he was sacked 68 times last year. So that's good. Our biggest issue right now is definitely Braxton Jones on the left side. And I am preparing myself for Max Crosby to be on that left side quite a bit. Just knowing that is our weak link in Braxton Jones. Doesn't handle the bull rush really well, but overall, when you're looking from, left guard on, the offensive line has been doing really, really well.
Yeah, that's Wilson. Maybe Tyree Wilson. That's all Tyree Wilson does. So let's see.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Because Tyree Wilson, that's like one of the biggest critiques in him is that he doesn't really have a lot of pass rush moves, but he does know how to bull rush. That's one thing that he has to toolkit.
Could work out for him then. You know what I mean? That's why it's funny, right? So it's like, yeah, he's definitely the weak link on our offensive line right now. So maybe it will be a coming out party for Wilson this game.
Yeah, definitely. But going to the defense, it doesn't seem like Dennis Allen doesn't like to blitz a lot. I think I've seen somewhere where they're second in the league in blitz percentage. So they want to get there with their front four. How are they? How's the pass rush for the Chicago Bears?
The first 2 weeks really non-existent. Guys like JJ McCarthy and then Jared Goff had all day to throw. And then, kind of dialed it up a little bit more against the Cowboys. And we were able to get home twice on Dak Prescott. And I think once we really started bringing that pressure, that's when the turnover started happening. We were able to pick off Dak Prescott, I believe 2 separate times. And the defense really came to life. But when we're talking about the front four, that has been a big area of concern, not only to start the season, but even in the offseason. Bears fans, including myself, are really slamming the table for Ryan Poles to make a move for an edge rusher. Even when Micah Parsons was available, we were like, why not? Why wouldn't you try to go add a guy like him? Or when Trey Hendrickson was kind of floating around there, go add a game wrecker like that. Of course, we have Montez Sweat. We signed Dayo Odengbo, brought in Grady Jarrett, but we weren't really we're having a tough time winning with the front four. So what Dennis Allen kind of did against the Cowboys, he started bringing safety blitzes with like Jaquan Brisker, right? Just to kind of, maybe speed up the quarterback a little bit more and help out that front four. But yeah, we have to figure out how to get more production from our front four guys, because it's really been non-existent. Yeah, they did have a really good showing against the Dallas Cowboys, but they've just been very inconsistent from week to week.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because the Raiders, so far this season, there's been a weakness on offense with running the football, protecting the quarterback, and then we're going against a team that obviously so far they kind of struggled to get to the quarterback and even stop the run as well. Let's talk about the run defense. What's been the main issue with the run defense? Is it just they just don't have guys up front to stop to clog up the running holes?
Yeah, I just don't see a lot of penetration from the front four guys, which is it's kind of bothersome to me, because I know you invested a heavy money on Grady Jarrett. We have Javon Dexter, and it comes in spurts, right? But it just seems that it's not consistent. So that's why I brought up the word inconsistent. But when I'm looking at this matchup Raiders fans, right? And I actually had a couple of buddies reach out to me and saying, congratulations. I was like, on what? They're like, you get to play the Raiders this week. I said, okay, whatever. And he's like, the Raiders offensive line has not been good. I do know that I believe Geno Smith has been sacked 12 times. That matchup's interesting to me because you have an offensive line that's kind of been struggling, a defensive line that's been struggling. Someone has to win that battle. Right. So it's going to be interesting to me to see how both teams kind of adjust to that and see who can really insert their dominance. But yeah, when it comes to the run, they're what, 26th in stopping the run, and it's just been very, very inconsistent. No penetration, letting guys get to the second level. And when you get guys to the second level and, you have your safeties making all the tackles, that's when your defensive line is not doing their job.
Yeah. And when you see that, like, you guys are giving up, like, what, 5.5 yards per carry, I'm sure Ashton Genty's looking at that like, hey, this is going to be the game where, I'm trying to get my numbers up, you know what I mean? But, the Raiders got to do their part in blocking it up. But it's going to be interesting, though, because you mentioned that, like, Dennis Allen started to blitz. And one of the issues with the Raiders' offensive line is that they haven't been able to handle stunts and blitzes. So do the Chicago Bears run a lot of stunts? Is that something that they do?
From time to time they will, to try to mix things up. But from what I saw in the first 2 weeks, he was just trying to win with that front four. Wasn't really working. So when we got to the Dallas Cowboys game, you started seeing Jaquan Brisker, which Jaquan Brisker is like a Swiss Army knife. He's that, to me, the missing piece that can really help get us pressure. So you may see safety blitzes from time to time to try to generate pressure. Dio Dangbo, Montez Swift win from time to time, but it's not consistent. It's not like they're going to be game wreckers. Maybe this game's different. But you'll definitely see a lot of Jaquan Brisker. We're still waiting on the status of Kyler Gordon. And if Kyler Gordon plays our slot corner, he's also another guy that I know that Dennis Allen is really excited to use on corner blitzes as well.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah, kind of sticking there. I mean, one thing that goes along with the pass rush is the secondary. You guys will be without your number one corner, Jalen Johnson. Who are you guys looking to have replace him at corner, and how would that look in terms of your secondary?
Yeah, so right now, these last couple of weeks, because, it's not only Jalen Johnson, obviously Kyler Gordon's been banged up. We're missing TJ Edwards, our linebacker. We had a guy, Terrell Smith, which he was going into his third year. He was also really good. He's out for the season. So our secondary once was a strength of our defense, but now it's kind of a weakness to this defense now. So the two guys that have been out there for the last couple of weeks is Tyreek Stevenson, which he's a third-year corner. He was already cornerback 2 alongside Jalen Johnson, and had a rough first 2 games of the season. Like literally quarterbacks that were targeting Tyreek Stevenson had a perfect passer rating of 158.3. Last week had a very good week, bounced back in a huge way, but Tyreek Stevenson, very up and down, very inconsistent player. So you don't know what version of him you're going to get. And then we have Nashawn Wright. He was a practice squad player for the Minnesota Vikings. Just had to step up into a starting cornerback role. So we've been really going with those 2 guys as our starting corners. And once again, as you expect, just very inconsistent play because he's not usually a starter in the National Football League. So I think from week to week, they make some good plays, but they also make some very bad plays as well. So just a lot of inconsistencies when you're looking at the Chicago Bears defense from week to week.
Man, it's an interesting matchup. Brock Bowers, who hasn't been 100% since the first game, is the Raiders' best offensive weapon. If we can get him going, then I think the offense could get going for the Raiders. Right. Who would you foresee, like, who's going to be matched up with him? I know you said you're dealing with the Bears defense is dealing with some injuries, especially in the at linebacker, TJ Edwards and guys like that. Who would match up with Bowers if he were to have a get back game?
Yeah, I do want to say that I have Brock Bowers in fantasy. He's my top tight end. So, I've actually been watching a lot of Raiders football, yelling at Geno Smith, like, dude, can we get Brock Bowers the ball? Because I need some more fantasy points. Even in this game, of course I want to see the Bears win, but there's money involved in fantasy. So I need to get Brock Bowers involved. They need to get him involved for sure. But right, exactly. So right now it would probably be a mixture of Jaquan Brisker and Tremaine Edmunds. Tremaine Edmunds is one of those really athletic linebackers, especially in this Dennis Allen defensive scheme. So they may take a crack at, Tremaine Edmonds trying to guard Brock Bowers. You may see a little bit of Jaquan Brisker coming in, maybe our nickel corner, maybe trying to cover him. It's going to be a tough task, man. Brock Bowers, I just know that he's dealing with that knee injury, and he, is getting back to full speed. And I definitely agree. If you guys can get him going, that definitely helps a guy like Geno Smith. Obviously quarterback's best friend, and what he can do after the catch is just absolutely ridiculous. So the Bears have a tough task, and that's why pressure is mandatory. You can't give Geno Smith time. I think any quarterback that has time will absolutely slice you up. So if I had to guess, it'd be a mixture of Tremaine Edmonds and Jaquan Brisker trying to stop or at least slow down Brock Bowers.
Yeah, we'll be definitely paying attention to that matchup, But yeah, man, before we let you go, man, what's your prediction of the game and how it's going to play out? Give us a score prediction and how it's going to play out.
I feel like it's actually a pretty even matchup on paper. I think I've been telling a lot of people that, it's definitely a benefit to the teams that are playing the Chicago Bears early. I think if this game was later on in the season, I think my prediction in terms of the score would be different. I just personally think that our offense will probably be more high powered. I think they're going to use that momentum from the Dallas Cowboys game and, really try to get things going and build on that. I know that Caleb Williams is really locked in. He won NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and, Ben Johnson tried to recognize him in front of the team, and he was like, I don't care. He's locked in right now. So he was just worried about this next game against the Raiders. So I do think it's going to be a closer game, but I can see the Chicago Bears winning by a score like 30-23.
30-23. There you have it, man. We obviously don't agree, but hey, look, he has some great takes, great breakdown of the Chicago Bears. Definitely checking them out. Keek on the Mic, Chicago Bear podcast. For any Bears fan, we know we run a live show, so I know we get fans from everybody from everywhere. If you're a Bear fan, definitely check him out. He knows how to break down his team and has some good stuff, man. Hey, Keek, any last thoughts for head out to let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube, like you guys said, Keek on the Mic, a Chicago Bears podcast. Hey, appreciate all the love and support coming my way, and appreciate you guys reaching out as well. It's awesome to meet content creators like myself, and you guys keep doing what you're doing as well. And I would say the best of luck to you, but I'm in California, so I know if the Bears lose this game, everyone's gonna be on my ass for sure. Man, appreciate you coming on again, man. Everybody watching the show will continue, and yeah, man. All right, man. Take care. You have a good one. We back.
Yes, sir.
We back, man. The show must go on. We have a lot to talk about. Salute to Keek, man. Appreciate him coming through and breaking down the Bears. Hopefully, the Raiders come out with a W. But we're gonna have to talk about the Raiders, man. We're gonna have to have a serious conversation, especially with these comments coming from Pete Carroll, and obviously today Chip Kelly was able to talk to the media as well. We'll get into that, man. Salute to everybody pulling up. Like I said, man, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. My guy Chris is in the building, man, so we gonna definitely want to hear from him. Yeah, man. Hey, Mike, man. Yeah, definitely. Hey, look, we gonna keep this going every week. Hopefully, we'll have a guest from an opposing fan team and have a good conversation. Franklin says, I feel it'll be 24-16 game for either team. Okay. All right. Silver and Facts says, you guys see Vinny B said he asked JPJ why he's competing for that guard spot. He said he didn't know. Hasn't gotten any feedback.
I saw that today on his podcast with Adam Hill. He asked him. He said he met him and asked him. He said he doesn't know. So he's going to basically just continue to compete, whether it be at right guard, whether it be at center. He said whether it be defensive line, he said he's going to continue to compete, but nobody's told him what's going on. And he's like, he can tell JPJ was like upset. He's like, the whole situation has got him pretty mad. But he's like, he's going to keep his head down and compete. So yeah, man, that's your position, bro. That's your position coach. That's your position coach's job, bro, to tell you like what's going on. Like, Like that's who should be the responsibility right there. Like he should be telling them like this is what's going on. And then I think in the past, Dylan Parham himself has said he feels more comfortable at right guard. So they got JPJ playing at right guard where he doesn't want to play. They got Dylan Parham playing at left guard where he doesn't want to play. And they got Jordan Meredith playing at center where he has no effing business playing. Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
But he's chasing Kelsey.
Okay, I guess we can. Should I go ahead and play some of the clips from this week from Pete Carroll, or should we start with Chip Kelly in his comments today?
Let's start with Chip.
Let's start with Chip. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Chip spoke to the media every Thursday. The coordinators, so Patrick Graham and Chip always speak on Thursdays. And let me go ahead and pull this up, man. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. And let's go with I guess we can go with the first question he was asked. The first question was about JPJ. And let's see. Here we go. All right, right here.
As a staff, why did you guys feel like it was better for Jackson Carroll-Johnson to play right guard and Jordan Meredith to play center?
Because Jordan did a better job in preseason camp at playing center for us in terms of what we want call-wise, putting us in the right protections, doing all those things. I think Jordan's what you're looking for in the center in this league. He reminds me a little bit, I'm not going to say he is, but he reminds me a lot of Jason Kelsey that I had when I was in Philly. It's got a long way to go. Jason's a Hall of Famer, but he's that type of player. We were really excited about what Jordan's doing at center.
Jackson hasn't played the last few games. What do you miss without him out there? What are you getting back when he does come back?
He's a bigger body. He's a bigger body, So, and I think that's one reason why he's a better guard. He's built more like a guard than he is like a center. Jordan's built a little bit more like a Kelsey, an athletic guy, pull, get out in space, all those other things. Jackson is a tough, hard-nosed. There's a lot of big three techniques in this league, so to have how do you handle a guy at the three techniques? So having a bigger body at the guard spot is what he is, and his toughness is always a positive to what we're doing.
You've only had one game with that five-man group that you guys broke camp with.
One of the three, yeah.
Yeah, one of the three, exactly. Are you not excited necessarily, but curious to see what that looks like and give it some time for that?
Yeah, that's just what this league is all about. You better have some depth. We're fortunate we have an extra guard in Alex, and Alex has played a lot of really good football in this league, so we feel like we have three guys that can play guard. And so you're going to get tested. Everybody, I don't think anybody's had the same lineup in every single game so far in the three games in this season in the NFL, so that's just part of it. So you hope you can keep your players. And we have a pretty healthy team, to be honest with you. I lost Lonnie. Is about the only guy we lost in preseason camp. Besides that, it's just been a one-off in a game here or there. So, but this game through the 17-game season is going to test you from an attrition standpoint.
So there you have it, man. So the reporter was asking him about JPJ. Why is he not playing center? And Meredith is starting there, and he just was bluntly said, because he played better. We trust him more with protection calls. And he goes on to say that he compares him to Jason Kelsey. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, but his skill set, his body type reminds him of a Jason Kelsey who he coached earlier in his career when he coached the Eagles. But Chris, man, what was your first thoughts when you heard these comments from Chip Kelly?
He's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. That's what Chip Kelly does, man. He thinks he knows everything. A lot of the things that you guys, well, not you guys in particular, but a lot of Raider Nation has said about Josh McDaniels. That's Chip Kelly. That's Chip Kelly, bro. Minus the Super Bowl rings. He is arrogant, egotistical. He has a punchable face. I don't like nothing about Chip Kelly. I've had to fake it these last few weeks. I was going to wait and see how it rolled out. I didn't like Chip Kelly the moment that we signed the dude. He's scum. And now what does he do? He changes Genty's stance. There's only 5 positions on the offensive line. He changes 3 of them, playing guys where they don't really play before. I just can't stand him. I don't like nothing about him. Just like DMX said, I don't like his face. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like nothing about Chip Kelly, bro. Nothing about Chip Kelly.
Man, that's funny that you said arrogance, because there was a little bit of that today, especially when, you know, Vinny kept it coming. Then all the reporters were all asking about the offensive line. So you could tell the coaching staff is kind of irritated by this whole situation. And Vinny, you know, there's another clip, you know, I don't have to play that, but when he said, okay, is there something that's happening schematically that, because Chip was saying that, you know, a lot of the things that's going on with the Raiders is what the teams are doing and this and the third. But when Vinny said the word schematically, you could tell Chip almost laughed in his face. I swear, you gotta look at it. He literally was like hearing him the whole time. The whole presser, he was serious face, like he was just like this. As soon as Vinny said, "Oh, do you think it might be something schematically?" And then he just put his head down like this, like he was about to like hold it in his lap. Like, how dare you ask me this question? Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm the Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm the Chip Kelly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's interesting how they're going about it, but I just hope I hope this is not a case where they trade, because I asked this question like earlier in the week on social media. I'm like, are the Raiders going to trade JPJ?
I think they will.
Because it's just weird. It's just a weird situation where they're acting like Alex Kappa is an all-pro, you know, waiting in the wings. Like he's about to get to that next level in his career. When this guy JPJ is in his second year, we all know he's talented. He is the second best offensive lineman that we have outside of, you know, Colton Miller.
Exactly.
And they're acting like Alex Kappa's the answer to that guard. And there's a competition going on. I just hope that they don't trade away this player, and then he goes on to become a Pro Bowler, All Pro, somewhere else. Yeah. Just because it's the politics that's going on with the team. It's something going behind the scenes. Something happened. I mean, Severe, man, what's your take on the comments by Chip and even Pete Carroll? Because I know I haven't had a chance to talk to you about the Pete Carroll comments, because he said absolutely not the other day.
Are we gonna play those or not? Or no?
You want to go ahead and play those? I got you.
I don't know. I can get on Chip Kelly real quick, and then we can move on, because you know I'm a stomp a mud hole in Pete Carroll too. So I can get on Chip Kelly real quick.
All right, let's start with Chip Kelly. Let's start with Chip Kelly.
It's just stupid, man. It's just, you know, and like I said, I honestly, from the way he ran his ship at UCLA, he gave his coordinators and his position coaches a lot of latitude, a lot of leeway, until he eventually had to step in. You know, like for the longest time, one of his good friends was a DC with him just about every stop with Oregon, and he came over to UCLA, and you know, like he had to be pressured by basically the UCLA alumni and by like the boosters to fire the guy, you know. And when we finally fired him, we hired another guy. That guy ended up passing away. Then we hired Deanna Lynn, and Deanna Lynn went on to do great things, and he went to SC. But long story short is, he usually, like, people think Chip Kelly is some kind of control freak, but ever since the Philadelphia days, I haven't seen it be that way. So that's why I don't think these moves are coming from Chip Kelly. That being said, you give your full-throated endorsement to him, bro. You know, I'm hold you accountable. You accountable now. Now that this is on your jacket. So if this don't work, I'm pointing the finger at you too, because you had an opportunity to step in. You got more pull than anybody in that building outside of Pete Carroll and John Spytek. Hold that first name. Outside of Pete Carroll and John Spytek, hold that first name. You got more pull than anybody in the building outside of them, just by virtue of how much money you're making. So if you don't exercise that leverage that you have to get the things done that you want to get done, then I'm holding you accountable for everything that happens, because it's happening on your watch.
No, facts, man. And shout out to Frank Weber. He said, I try to warn the nation about this guy. I saw his act in Frisco. Look, I I want to say
that was the Kaepernick year though. That was the Kaepernick kneeling year. Like, it was, bro, you could have had fucking Bill Walsh could have been a coach. It wasn't nobody about to win with Kaepernick kneeling. The NFL was going to ensure that.
But the thing is though, with Chip Kelly, like I had optimism with Chip Kelly because of like, all right, he's not the head coach. He's not the head coach. He's the offensive coordinator. This is where he made his bread. This is where he made his name. This is his bread and butter. You have him focusing on as an offensive coordinator. That's the problem. Like people think I hate Josh McDaniels as a offensive minded coach. I like Josh McDaniels as an offensive coordinator, not as a head coach, because he hasn't really shown anything outside of being an offense coordinator. Same thing with Chip Kelly, and that's exactly where he's being paid to be, an offensive coordinator. So I mean, you know what? I like the hire. You know, he had some recent success with Ohio State, winning a national championship with them. We get him in the building. Obviously, we got some weapons in this offense that if Chip Kelly is in his bag, if he's a good OC, then he could take advantage of some of the weapons we had, like the Michael Mayers and the Brock Bowers, and maybe unlock Trey Tucker, who's having a breakout season, and a Geno Smith, and then you throw in that run game with Ashton Genty. The problem is the offensive line has been an issue. I get that, but it's just the decision making that's crazy. And I know we were quick to talk about Brendan Carroll, which we can obviously criticize. I have no problem criticizing that hire. We actually did that when we found out that he was the offensive line coach. The problem is that Chip Kelly's also to blame with the problems that we're seeing on offense. And the way look, the spacing, the predictability on offense, the play calling, like why are we if the offensive line can't block nobody, why are we not throwing some design shorter plays? Why are we not trying to figure out ways to get the ball out of Geno Smith's hands? Because Geno Smith, what I'm noticing is he's going to hold the ball until
field,
exactly. And that's going to create what? Turnovers, interceptions, fumbles. Yeah. So as a coach, I got to see that adjustment. Hopefully they bounce back this week against the Bears. That's what I'm hoping that happens. But if I don't see any adjustments, then this is not going to get better. If they're not going to make any adjustments until later on in the season, I don't think this is a situation that's going to get better anytime soon. But hopefully them getting embarrassed on the road against the Commanders, hopefully they bounce back. But salute to everybody pulling up. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We got Chris from Protect the Shield podcast in the building. The Severe Raider, obviously. We're going live on both our channels, so definitely check us out. My guy Leo in the building says, outside of Brock and Kobe, these wide receivers can't get free off the line. Hey, Trey, I'm not going to lie. Trey having a breakout season. I got to give him credit, man.
Trey cooking.
Yeah, he's having a breakout season, which is a good sign for this offense. There's some potential there, but can we block somebody? Can we give the quarterback some time? Can we get the run game going? Yeah. Those are the questions that need answering. But let me go to because obviously Chip, he went on to talk about a few things about the offense, and someone asked him about hey, how about getting Genty involved in the pass game? Oh, I hope he gets 75 catches. But that doesn't how it works. He's like the fifth option on the play, and I'm not going to tell the quarterback to go to the fifth option and pass up the first, second, third, and fourth. But there's no plays in your playbook to get Genty the ball. You know what I mean? There's no design plays. Why are you acting like that? That was not something that you had Genty all offseason running all types of pass plays and this. So you're telling me there's nothing in the playbook to get Genty involved? That it's like he's insulting everybody's intelligence the way he answered that question. It's like, we know that Genty's not you don't go to Genty first if he's the fifth option on the play. We're saying, can you get Genty involved in the pass game? Get him in space, bruh. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like Chris said, man, the arrogance, trying to make people look stupid. Even when he was making examples, trying to cover, say, oh, look at the league. The league is not running the ball efficiently right now. And he said, out of the top 10 teams that are top 10 in attempts, only 4 of them are averaging 4 yards a carry. And he named the 4. But it's a very specific stat. that he knew to remember so he could talk about it, because just in case someone asked him that question. Because if you look at
the Raiders are top 10 in attempt, and they shitty at running the ball. So I mean,
top 10 in attempts and like 30th in yards or something.
Exactly. So I think that was obviously Ashton Genty defense, but I think he's trying to defend the offensive lineman as well. But
bro, he has the fact that he has these numbers on demand. Exactly. He's a coach. Exactly. And I'm not saying coach don't look up what's going on around the league and they look at numbers and stuff like that. They don't get analytics and stuff like that. I get that. But the fact that he had these numbers on demand, he was prepared to talk to the media. He was prepared. He was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready.
But that's why I tell people this is literally all Chip Kelly does. Like, he's probably studying every single one of those teams and seeing what they're doing. Like, this is literally all he does is just draw up plays. And so that's why I know, like, when he says he's a fourth, fifth option, like, bro, I didn't seen him I'd seen him draw up plays to get the running backs the ball, like specific plays to get the running backs the ball. So that's why I know, like, bro, like, don't try this nonsense saying he's the fourth, fifth option, bro. I've seen you do it before. Like, it's in your playbook. So but like I said, bro, like, look,
he talked to him like he was stupid. Like, the dude, he obviously he did not mean him as a fifth option. He's saying, like, can you get Genty the ball? He's like, oh, I hope he gets 75 catches. That's just not how it works. He's going to be the fifth, fourth option on plays. Bro, we're not saying that. Just get him involved. Like, you obviously, the offensive line can't block long enough to get the ball to the receivers downfield. So what do? Get some yak. Get the guys that can get you yak. Genty's a yak guy. He that's his game. Breaking tackles. Breaking tackles is his game, bro. If you give him a short pass, there's a good chance he could break that tackle if you give him some space. I mean, at least try. It's just not, the attempt is not there. We'll see. We'll see if he makes an adjustment, because last week he was arrogant enough to say, oh, well, it's load management. And then he got 16, 17 carries. So maybe this is just a deflection. And then we'll see some of these guys get the ball in a short yardage situation where, a guy like Jacoby Myers can break some tackles. Hopefully Brock is healthy enough he can break some tackles. And then, take calculated risks of throwing the ball down the field, man. But let me get to let me get to like Pete Carroll, because Pete Carroll is obviously, he's like, I'm at a point where it's funny. It's funny.
It's a Three Stooges at this point, man. Or Beavis and Butthead. Maybe that's better. Beavis and Butthead.
Martinez says 101% Genty's yards are after content. Let's see it in space. Let's see if he can go ahead and make some of these guys miss in space. Like, let's change something up. Because look, last game, I know we scored 24, but it was garbage points. So that really don't count. But I mean, the Raiders' offense is scoring 17 points a game. So definitely, they need to make an adjustment. He scored more points. We only picked Genty at 6. Why would you waste time designing plays for him? You're right.
That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. It is, man.
Yeah, man.
He's preserving Genty for postseason. Leo, right. Oh my
that's
God,
it,
bro.
That's it. That's literally what Pete had the nerve to say that. Wait, no, was that Pete to say that or shit?
Nah, that was Pete. That was Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
load management though.
Silver and Facts. That's a dope name, man. Chip can't design a screen pass. Pretty sure I saw a shit ton at those at Oregon.
Yeah.
Ohio State too.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot of people that are questioning his play design, the spacing, how he still, his offense is looking a little bit collegey. Like it's so Chip needs to I don't know, someone in that building, that got to be honest. Hopefully someone in that building is keeping it real with him. Because if he's the head coach, I'm glad. Whew. Man, I'm glad he's not the Raiders head coach, because if he was, bro, this would go downhill real quick.
But who's gonna keep it real?
Look. Pete, could it be worse?
Pete Carroll.
You talking about if he was the head coach? Like, brother, we won one game off the strength of our offense. So it's like, could it be worse?
No, the defense. What you mean? The defense kept us in the game, and like outside of last game, but the two games. The two games.
But the one game we won is the high scoring game. The other two.
How much did we score against the Patriots? We're averaging 17 points a game. So, what was that game? 2013?
Because we only scored 9 against what's
Damn, that's our standard, bro. We said high scoring is 2013. Damn, that's sad. That's just sad.
Bad, bro.
That's sad.
And look, because if we scored 20 against, because what did we lose the Chargers to? What was that? That was 29, wasn't it?
29.
Yeah.
Because if we had scored a dub that game, it would have been a time of the fucking game. So,
let me go ahead and we gonna get on Pete Carroll. So yeah, that was Chip earlier today. He definitely had plenty to say today. And obviously Pete Carroll spoke to the media yesterday. He started off with his arrogance a little bit, like, absolutely not. Let's see here. Go ahead and find this, man. Let me go ahead and look for this, man. If you haven't already, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Jason Kelce, like, whew.
Jason Kelce.
Why would he say? Why would he put that pressure on Meredith like that? Why would he say? Why, like, just say we like him and he's good and that's it, bro. Like, now that's gonna be now every time Meredith makes a mistake, this dude called him Jason Kelce. Like, that's every time.
It's a wrap.
Time.
But what's so stupid is, like, he tried to clean it up because he knew he shouldn't have said it. Like, bro, if you got to qualify it, don't make the comparison. He was like, man, I don't want to compare him to this dude, but he's like Jason Kelce. But if you don't want to compare it to him, then don't compare him to, like, ain't nobody forcing you to say that. Ain't nobody forcing you to do that. Like, bro, you the one that's bringing it up. It's like, it's stupid.
But here goes Pete Carroll. This was Pete Carroll yesterday when about making offensive line changes and also JPJ going back to center. This is what he had to say.
Pete, you had mentioned fitting the offensive line. I think on Monday it was. Last year, the Raiders finished with Jordan Meredith at left guard, Dylan Parham was at right guard, and Jackson was at center. Would you consider maybe going back to something like that? Is that
Absolutely
what you're
talking about? No, we invested a lot of time with these guys playing in their spots. I know you're interested in JPJ. This is an official week to practice and to get ready. Last week was not that. So he's ready to compete for playing time, and he and Alex will be going at it. So it's a good situation in that regard.
When you say competing for playing time,
you got Jackson and anybody in 2 weeks. We got to see what he can do. So we got to check him out and see how he does.
If there is an
Look, man, I guess, Chris, go ahead and start off, man.
I mean, like I said, it's embarrassing, man. I mean, you know, it just makes no sense. It makes zero sense. You get, I mean, the thing is, when they first started, they try to act like they took a lot of time studying last year, you know, just so they can kind of deep dive and make any adjustments or whatever. Like, there's no way that you can look at last year's film and see that JPJ was better at guard than what he was at center. And then even if you did see that, what would make you think that Jordan Meredith would be better at center? Because you've never seen him at center. So before camp even started, you already had it in your mind, because Jordan Meredith he spilled the beans and said, hey, they told me that I was going to play center, and that was out of nowhere. Like, he didn't even know they was going to put me at center. So it's like you already had your mind made up that JPJ wasn't. It just makes no sense, man. Like, none of it makes sense. It really doesn't, man. It's like, how can you really watch the film of last year and come to the conclusion of this is the right thing to do? It just makes no sense. And then he's standing on it, so let him stand on it. So that's why I'm saying a lot of Raider fans, they want to get on his son and all this stuff. Nah, everything is going on Pete and Chip. I don't care what nobody say, man. I know y'all want to get on his son, but none of that matters, because both Pete and Chip had to sign off on it. And especially Chip. Chip already said that's what he wanted. He basically said that's a center that he wanted. That's the type of center he wanted. So I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah. Man. I wish they asked Pete or even not even just Pete, a Chip today. I wish they asked them like, who's the starting right guard this Sunday? I wish they asked that question. Because
that's my point, bro.
Because they've been kind of like very vague about it, like, oh, you know, it's a like, you know, I especially
it's gonna
Pete.
be Kappa. It's gonna be Kappa, bro. I think it's gonna be Kappa.
But look, that's why I'm thinking. Look, this is peak. This if Chip Kelly's involved, his hands are dirty too. But this is clearly Pete Carroll and Brennan Carroll, because you can see how defensive Pete Carroll got when they even asked him the question. Like even when JPJ initially won the job, he didn't even give him credit then. He was like, oh, just because Alex Cap was injured. He's all, you know, hey, he's been injured, so that's why we got Jackson out there. Like, he has something personal against Jackson Powers Johnson, and we see his influence all throughout this team. We see, like, Chip Kelly didn't go out and hire Brennan Carroll out of his own, like, that wasn't his top choice for.
That's
you feel
point.
me?
I agree.
It wasn't his top choice. Even Patrick Graham didn't go out and hire John Glenn as linebackers coach. That's a Pete Carroll guy who's been with Pete Carroll at stops before. We talked about the draft. Who brought up Dante Thornton? Like, Chip Kelly spilled the beans on that. It was Chip. It was Pete Carroll who was like, man, this Dante Thornton kid. Like, it was Pete Carroll with the Aston Genty stuff. This is like look, it's Pete Carroll with Chip Kelly's involvement and Brennan Carroll. He's defending. I think he's defending his son, because I think his son is making these decisions. And Pete Carroll has the most influence of anybody in it. He has more influence than Spytek, because clearly Spytek at his last stop, where did they draft the running back? Their starting running back was Bucky Irving, a 5th round pick, and then Rashad White, who was a later round pick too. I think he actually was a free agent they picked up. So they didn't spend heavy money on the running back position, or heavy assets on the running back position. Pete Carroll gets here, all of a sudden we draft the running back in the 1st round, something he did in his time in Seattle, where Rashad Penny, out of the same conference, out of the Mountain West too. It's like, bro, you ain't learned your lesson. You know, they drafted Zach Charbonnet fairly early too in the 2nd round. So, like, he puts a lot of his resources a year after they drafted Kenneth Walker. So he's putting heavy resources in the running back position, being that old school type of dude. So, like, his fingerprints are all over this, and you can see in his reaction, because his reaction isn't pragmatic, it isn't logical, it's emotional. It wasn't a you know what, hey, you know what, we'll see how this, like he asked him, will we ever go back to that? It wasn't a, you know, hey, you know what, that's something we might see in the future, but right now we're locked on this unit right here and making this unit be the best they can be. It was absolutely not. Like, how dare you question what's going on with the offensive line?
Facts. Especially when he's the guy that preaches competition.
Right.
He's the guy
and that's my part. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that's preaching the competition. So why are you so against it by saying absolutely not? Like some guy
let it
can't
play
compete.
Out.
Let it play out. He could have answered it a different way, and I would have been cool with it. It would have made sense. I get why they want to stick with a certain same 5. I get it, because the offensive line has to gel. There has to be a certain level of chemistry. I get that 100%. But like you said, man, that answer, the way he answered it, it was so dismissive. It seems very stubborn. Like he's set in his ways, like he's old and senile, and it just, everything that about it just seemed just crazy about how he answered that question. I mean, we might be looking at too much into it, but I felt like everybody was on the same page when we first heard Pete Carroll just answer it by saying absolutely not when he was asked about JPJ going to center or making any changes to the offensive line, pretty much.
But peep this. The reason he said JPJ couldn't play center that week, or couldn't play right guard that week, is because we hadn't seen him hit in a week. But I want to say another presser, he talked about the Raiders not being able to have any practices because they were on a short week and they had to travel. So how can you say he ain't got to hit nobody the entire week, but in another answer say the Raiders really haven't had a chance to practice because they're on a short week and they have to travel to the East Coast. So like yo answers ain't lining up. You just said we really couldn't practice, and that was part of the reason why the Raiders look like shit. But then you saying we can't play JPJ because he didn't practice. It's like well then Kappa really didn't practice either then, or he might have got one practice in there or a walkthrough. So like that can't be your justification.
Yeah, I don't believe none of it, man. I don't believe none of it because even when you think about what's his name said, what's our old lineman, the crazy boy,
Rich Incognito.
Yeah, like he basically said the same thing that Chip said, just about not being able to make the calls and all that. Like whatever, man. It's like nonsense, bro. Smoke there's fire, man. It's all trash, bro. It's all been part of the plan. Like I almost feel like just from the very beginning, they didn't like the fact that JPJ, kind of was like, hey, I'm the center here. Like I just think they didn't like that for some reason. I don't know if they kind of thought he was cocky, maybe, his personality clashed with Chip's, but I feel like from the very beginning, they just didn't like bro, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I want the best players on the football field, and if for whatever reason you got the coaching staff is not doing that, then we know who the problem is. Yeah. Like I don't want to see. Like I understand everybody has an ego, but I don't want to see that. I just want to see the Raiders win. I want to see the best players on the football field. I don't want to hear no ego, no nothing. And what I heard from Pete Carroll yesterday, it was a little bit of ego. Like he was dismissive. He didn't. And Chip Kelly today, it was a little bit of like. And I mentioned I didn't play the part. It was something that you would have to probably see. But he was asked specifically by one of the beat reporters. It might have been Vinny, but it was something right when he said something about schematically. Whatever, right when he said the word schematic, literally Chip put his head down like to hold his laugh, like you did not just say that word to me. You have no business saying. I swear, I gotta send that to you. I'm gonna send that to y'all after the show. But when I seen that, I was like, bruh, like, and that was the whole vibe of the presser. It was just like, you know what, this is what it is. This is our decision. And there's no way. And I think, and I hope it doesn't get to a point where we don't see JPJ on the football field. I hope it doesn't get to a point where they trade him away. Maybe, this is something that, maybe JPJ at guard is going to kill it this season at guard. But right now, it just feels like they're going to trade him, bro. It just seems like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they will, man, because the thing is, JPJ, if you watch him even on the sideline, he's still all in. He's still being a good teammate. He's still running around when there's a good play. You still see him high-fiving, showing love to. At some point, the real is going to come out, man, and then he going to start complaining. Like, I mean, that's just humans, man. Like, you can only kick a dog so many times, man. So, he's a passionate dude, and I think he loves his teammates and he wants to be there. But sooner or later, man, that pride is going to take place, and he's going to be pissed off. And then he might, what they consider might be a cancer in the locker room at some point, because he's going to be mad. I'm getting dogged. I'm getting mistreated. Fuck this place.
Him and Jacoby gonna stage a walkout, man.
Right, man. It's just silly,
I mean,
man.
what is the point? What is the goal here?
Right. Nobody knows.
What is the goal? Okay, all right. I could look. I could live like, hey, y'all might disagree. I could be like, you know what? You like Meredith at center. You like how he looks at center. Okay, cool. But why is Alex Kappa even in the equation of him being in the starting line? Like, why is that even a question? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, you should be rolling with the younger player, the more talented player, the player. Coach him. It's like they're almost afraid to coach. Like, coach him up. Like, if he's making mistakes, why don't you coach? Because Glaze is out there making mistakes. We're not hearing anything about Glaze. We're not hearing nothing about any other player. Like Dylan Parham. We're not hearing nothing about Dylan Parham. There's no question about him losing his starting job. And Dylan Parham, this is probably the worst I've ever seen him play, period. At left guard. I know last year he played right guard.
Worst. Yeah, this ain't his worst, bro.
This is worse, man. This is the worst. He wasn't this bad. He wasn't this bad last year. He was at right guard last year.
Well, the thing is, he always had what's his name? who's our center? Our center usually took the cake with getting dogged.
Andre.
Yeah, Andre usually took the cake, so therefore then you might, but nah, he's bad, bro. He's like I going into this season, I was like, he may not make the team.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, hopefully Caleb Rogers steps up. I'm like, he may not make the team, and then he's starting, and he's just doing what we knew he would do.
Exactly. I will say though, like when JPJ was in the last time we seen him play that first game, he did struggle that game though.
Yeah.
Like he struggled with like blitzes and stunts. So
absolutely, but that's what, because I knew people were gonna say that, but it's like he's out of position.
Exactly.
He's out of position, so I knew people would be like, "Oh, well, JPJ just didn't forget how to play football all of a sudden, man."
Exactly.
He was the best center out of college, and then we put him back at guard. He played all right. He was so, but then as soon as we moved him to center, it's like, okay, I'm back at home, and he started doing his thing, and it's like, man, and then you put him to another guard position. Like, I know people think this is like Madden, but like left guard and right guard is not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
And
yeah, man.
And that's the issue is that go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I'm saying that's the issue is that like he's played 3 different positions on the offensive line since he's been drafted. You know, he just got drafted last year. So, you know, he started at left guard, then he obviously moved to center, and then he moved to right guard. And like our best lineup last year was with him at center, Meredith at left guard, Parham at right guard. Like, and part of the reason that he's going to struggle is because he's playing a new position and Meredith is playing a new position. So in this offense, Meredith has to make the protection calls. So, you know, like he ain't never had to do that before. He ain't never had to take on that kind of responsibility. So now he has to take on that responsibility plus snap the ball, which he's not, you know, great at. Then plus take on these big nose tackles and these, you know, like these strong 3 techniques that got quickness and size on them. So it's a lot for him to have to deal with and process before the ball is even snapped. He has to take account for all of this stuff. So then he has to worry about, you know, hey, like getting everybody else ready. Like, this is not what he does. It's not something he's done in the past. He's never done it at the pro level. Jackson did it last year and was good. Like I think there was a stat like when we ran the ball behind Jackson, when he was at center, we averaged like 4.5 yards a carry. Like when we ran it behind Meredith when he was at left guard, we averaged like 4.2 yards a carry, something like that. It's like we're averaging 4 yards a carry running the ball behind these guys when they were at their respective positions last year. Why would you come in here and try to reinvent the wheel or try to change things? This is obviously what worked. You worried about Meredith's size at guard. Like why the hell ain't you worried about his size at center? Like he's still gonna see the like he's still in the interior, bro. Like it don't make no damn sense.
Right.
Like they're playing these like mental gymnastic. Like they're hella trying to like they're like going in circles. Like they're trying to make it seem like for example, like earlier when I was talking about the top 10, and it was a very specific stat. But if you look at the top 10 rushers in the NFL, there's plenty of rushers who are averaging more than like at least 4 yards a carry. But he went for that specific stat because he want specific team stat.
Fit his narrative.
Fit his narrative. You know what I mean? So and he was ready to say it. He had that ready to go because he knew that he was gonna have people were gonna ask him about the offense and running the football. And man, it's look, I don't want to. It's early, man. It's like what? It's week 4. Yeah, week 4. No, week 5. No, we're in week 4. Week 4. Yeah. And we're talking like this. It's wild, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. Bosco in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up. He says, now I think about it, Pete's character should be evaluated. He ran into the NFL after illegal recruiting, the Super Bowl goal line decision, and he basically chose Russell Wilson over the Legion of Boom financially. And I mean, and you could tell, like, you know, Richard Sherman, he's hella petty. Like today, I think it was on the halftime show or probably the pregame show with Tony Gonzalez, and they were talking about Russell Wilson. They were saying Russell Wilson basically he played himself out of going to the Hall of Fame. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, his legacy definitely did take a dip. So I mean, I don't know.
Especially after you left Seattle.
I don't think that's
like after you left Seattle.
Yeah. I mean, I think he had a good year last year with the Steelers. I think first year with the Broncos, or the second year with the Broncos, he was cooking, and then obviously, Sean Payton basically sabotaged him because he wanted who he wanted. So I mean, if you felt he was a Hall of Fame player before, I don't think that changes anything. We've seen some dudes go through terrible stretches, on the back end of their career and still make the Hall of Fame. We joke about it all the time. We joke about the OJ with the 49ers. So
so that 10-year stretch is good enough to go to Hall of Fame for Russell Wilson.
I mean, he went to yeah. I think he was one of the better players. Ironically, like the weird stat is that he's never received an MVP vote, which is strange, but he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league for a long time. Like, for the most part, has a pretty good winning percentage. Went to 2 Super Bowls, several playoff wins. I mean, I think he'll be there. I think he'll get in there.
The thing is, you got to think, Alex Smith got nominated for Hall of Fame.
Alex Smith?
Yeah. Alex Smith, he got nominated. I mean, he ain't gonna win. He was eligible, but he was like, he got nominated. Like Alex Smith, bro. Alex Smith. We talking about Alex Smith.
Alex, because he's probably a nice guy, but hell nah, he should not be going to the Hall of Fame. That's disrespectful,
bro.
That's disrespectful. What did Deion Sanders say? He said he was talking about
a different wing.
It should be a different wing, a different level. Yeah. Cause he's not a Hall of Fame player, bro. Come on, man. There got to be levels to it, bro.
Yeah,
he was never a great player. He was never a great player.
Ever.
He was a solid player. Like, I think early on, people called him a bust because he was a number 1 pick. Alex Smith was a number 1 pick. Yeah. And bro, then he ran into
Andy Reid. Yeah.
Not even Andy Reid. Like, I think started with like Norv Turner a little bit, and then like
But I'm saying Andy Reid is what kind of got him. Like, okay, started cooking. When
he started cooking. Harbaugh kind of really like got some confidence in him, and then from there he went to Kansas City with Andy Reid and got his numbers up and stuff like that. But I never really looked at him as a great quarterback in the NFL. He was just one of those middle of the pack guys, game manager.
Mayonnaise, bro. Mayonnaise. Sour cream, bro. Just.
He's like, it's that leg injury. People feel sorry for him. He got his leg snapped up. Like,
have you seen it? Like, it's
disgusting. He got his snapped up like Joe Theismann out there, so people feel bad for him. But hey,
yeah.
Hall of Fame worthy. He ain't that.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know. Let's ask Chip Kelly. See what he feels. See what he feels. Like Alex Smith. I'm not comparing him. But he has a lot of John Elway. And I'm like, what?
Damn, man. Like, this Chip situation, like, he's the highest paid assistant. Like, and I do not want to have any these types of doubts and questions about, like, the highest paid assistant in the NFL. I'm questioning if he could just be an NFL offensive coordinator, because you're already alienating, like, the players in the locker room, talented players. Like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of these mind games?
Yeah.
Like, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Some people call him the greatest coach. This is a different sport in basketball, but Phil Jackson, one of his greatest strength was like working with different personalities in the locker room and making it work. Like with the Bulls, he had like Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Tony Kukoc, and all these guys. Like, he had all these guys all in one locker room, obviously with Kobe and Shaq and all those big personalities, and he was able to win despite all these big personalities and egos. But, Chip Kelly, is he just a college coach? It just seems like, is he just a college coach? Because you're dealing with grown men who are getting paid millions of dollars, and you're over here trying to play these mind games. Like, I don't know, man.
I would say that if we didn't see him do it at the NFL level offensively, Like, could he be the leader of your organization? No. Obviously you don't want that. But we've seen it what his offenses can do with it. I don't think he ever had it. But I saw it that San Francisco year. I don't think he ever had an offense outside of the top 10 when he was with the Eagles. He took over a team that was like won 4 games with Andy effing Reid, and they won like 11 his first year. So it's not like he don't know how to coach football or he forgot how to do it, or that he had all the talent in Ohio State. But he was at Ohio State for 1 year. He was at UCLA, the cellar dweller of they was a bad team in the Pac-12 before he got there. So he was working, and he didn't recruit. He refused to recruit. So they really didn't have any talent because he wouldn't put in the effort to recruit, and he didn't know how to navigate NIL. So they were already working at a talent deficit, and he was still able to produce there. So it's not about coaching or his ability or knowledge, and it could just be an ego thing. It should be an ego thing at this point, or a stubborn set in your ways. I want to do it this way. This is the plan I set forward, so I'm going to make sure this plan comes to fruition instead of making the necessary adjustments, which we know he knows how to make.
Yeah, I know, but it's for right now. There's a lot of questions, and they need answering, and I know there's going to be literally 14 games left in the season, so we'll figure out if would it be if okay. I know this is super early. I know this, and I said earlier, like I don't want to see another coach get fired. I want to see stability. Like, is there a scenario where a Chip Kelly gets fired? Is there a scenario where a Pete Carroll gets fired this season? Is there any type of scenario?
Not mid-season.
Yeah. No, not mid-season. I'm saying by the end of the season. By the end of the season, is there a scenario like the Raiders win less than 4 games, less games than they did the year prior with a guy that was inexperienced. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know how to manage a game with no quarterback, no running back, no. You know what I mean? Like injured, no Max Crosby on defense, like. And if we list,
is there a chance that Pete Carroll gets fired? No. Is there a chance that Chip Kelly gets fired? Oh yeah. And you know what's gonna happen? Guess who's getting elevated to offensive coordinator?
Stop it!
Guess who's getting elevated to offensive coordinator?
Stop it!
Guess who's getting elevated?
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Watch.
Brendan Carroll's twin or something like that. You got a twin brother. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, watch.
That'd be wild, man. That'd be crazy. If anything, one of these head coaches is gonna get fired, and some of these head coaches are better coordinators than they are head coaches. Brian Dable at offensive coordinator. I was
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. I don't know.
That'd be
McDaniel just seemed.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I still believe in him.
As an OC?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Only as OC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only as OC.
As OC.
Okay, that'd be crazy. That'd be clean.
I was hoping for Steichen. I was hoping he got fired, and I was like, hey, Raiders might have to let Chip Kelly, you know what I mean, give him that short little conversation. Like, hey, man, it was nice knowing you. But Steichen right now he's serving with Danny Dimes at quarterback, man. Daniel Jones. They're 3-0. Daniel Jones is playing the best football of his career. Like Steichen as an offensive coordinator, but right now he's doing it as a head coach. So I don't think he's winning right now. So I don't think they're gonna fire him the way it's looking. Yeah, the way it's looking like. And that Colts game, which is
that was a win.
In a couple weeks. I think it might be after this game. Is it after the Bears game?
Yeah, it might be after the Bears game. Yeah, after the Bears game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the road in Indianapolis. That is looking like a tough game. Looking a tough game already.
I said they got a good offensive line. They can run the ball. You talking about somebody's going because our interior line's weak anyway.
Yeah,
man.
You got Quentin Nelson about to do something dirty to Thomas Booker, bro.
You about to do him so filthy.
You about to do him so filthy, bro. He gonna be throwing him on the ground, jumping on him, it's just disrespecting him, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, Omnicron, yeah. Steichen is 3-0 with Danny Dimes at quarterback, and I think Daniel Jones is having a career year. I know, like they're 3-0. Like every game, he's I think he started the season off like first 7 drives, and he scored on every drive.
Yeah, scoring. So they just punted. Like last game was the first game they punted. I want to say
last game. That's 3 games into the season. That's wild, bro. Yeah. And they're 3-0 with Daniel Jones. That's all you need to know, man. Daniel Jones is at quarterback, and they're 3-0, and Steichen is the head coach. I think he bought himself some time. I mean, that's what it's looking like. If they lose the rest of their games, then that's a whole different story. But
yeah, they fall off a cliff.
All eyes says Greg Olsen rubbing his hands like Birdman.
Danny Dimes gonna save his job because that whole Richardson that Richardson decision was gonna probably get him cut, man. So it's kind of how how Brock Purdy saved Shanahan. I think Danny Dimes might save old buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if Brock Purdy saves Shanahan. It's winning. Yeah. Winning saves coaching jobs. Like
thing is with that trade they did though for Trey.
Yeah,
giving up all that stuff for Trey. Like luckily, Purdy was able to make it happen. Like because if they wouldn't have found that quarterback like Purdy, and they would have had to stick with Trey, he'd have been out of there. I think.
Yeah, they probably but the thing is they won despite of it. They were winning with I think Jimmy G at quarterback. Even with Trey Lance was there. Like I think they might have went to NFC
Trey got hurt.
Yeah, but they got rid of Jimmy. So they got rid of Jimmy and then they rocked with Trey.
They got rid of Jimmy for Trey to play, basically to clear the lane for Trey to play. And then Trey got immediately hurt. Got hurt immediately.
Yeah.
But just my point.
Let me ask you this though. I know we were talking about Alex Smith got nominated for the Hall of Fame. Do y'all think Jimmy G end up making the Hall of Fame? I mean,
hell
no. Jimmy G.
Hell no.
Like, bro,
hear me out.
Hey, Severe's in the Justin Fields is no good club. I'm in the Jimmy G is no good club.
Alex Smith. Who had a better career, Jimmy G or Alex Smith?
Oh,
Alex Smith.
Yeah, that's.
You think?
Numbers wise, I think he's been more prolific. Like he's had better seasons than Jimmy G. But like Jimmy G's probably made one more Super Bowl appearance, maybe because I know Alex Smith went to
us, Jimmy was a winner though.
I don't think Alex Smith ever went to one.
He went to San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, against Kaepernick.
Because the year the first year with Jim Harbaugh, they went to the NFC championship game, and there are questions about Alex Smith being the guy. Like, can he be the guy to go to the Super Bowl? And then that following year, Kaepernick took the league by storm, and they end up going to the championship game. Oh. But he was technically on the team. He was the backup quarterback the following year, and then they won. And then with Kansas City, I think they went to the playoffs. I think they won in the division.
They went to the playoffs. They could never get over the hump. Yeah, see, Jimmy G, he went to 2 Super Bowls.
And before he became a Raider, his win percentage was like one of the highest ever of cats that won.
Right. Yeah. It's the teams, bro. Like you gotta. It's not because of him.
The fact that they had Alex Smith on the list baffles me. So you got. I mean, if they whatever metric or whatever formula they put in there, I feel like they got to put Jimmy G in there, and that's insane.
But I don't think neither one of them will end up in the Hall though. But I think Jimmy.
This is not
Jimmy G will get nominated. Yeah, I think Jimmy G will mess around and get nominated. I can see that.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
He'll mess around and get nominated.
And if Jimmy G, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with a sign like y'all insane. The world is ending. Y'all insane. Yeah, what? Like, look, Severe is in the Justin Fields is no good club. I'm in the Jimmy G is no good club, man. Like he is trash.
But look,
he's trash.
Justin Fields. Well, Jacob Fields was sacrificing his entire family to have Jimmy G's career, bro. He sacrificed his entire family. If Justin Fields ever think he as good as Jimmy G, he better wake up and apologize, bro.
Nah, I don't even know, man. Because if you look at Jimmy G's numbers in the playoffs, he didn't have I think there was a game where he didn't even have 200 yards of passing yards, or he had less than 100 yards, and they still won the game.
Bro.
It's just. They didn't. What I'm saying is they didn't need him to play. They didn't need him to do anything but just hand the ball off and throw it to a wide open guy like on the sideline because Shanahan schemed it up right. After a play action pass, like I don't know. I don't think Jimmy G's that good. That's my main point. But Justin Fields, I still got hope for him now. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to click and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell.
Sound like a Tyree truther. But I think that game was in the snow or something like that though. The one he didn't throw a whole bunch of yards. I think that game was in the snow. Something crazy. Was that the one against the Packers?
Nah.
That was the one against the Packers.
Look, you know what? I'm gonna look it up right now.
I think that was the one against the Packers.
I'm gonna look up this Jimmy. Yeah, hold up before we move on, man. Let me see Jimmy.
Yeah, I thought that was the one against the Packers when it was snowing. Because I know like the Packers lost that game on special teams.
No, not even that one. Because they lost that game. I'm talking about a game that they won on their way to the Super Bowl.
No, the Packers lost. The Packers lost that game because the Packers were supposed to go to the Super Bowl that year, and they lost that game.
Aaron Rodgers. It might have been.
Played like crap. But literally they lost the game like exclusively on special teams. Like exclusively on special teams. Yeah. If that's year? The game, I think that's the game you're talking about.
What year?
I want to say that was the year
Jimmy picked 7 times.
Oh, was that the year before or the year right when we hired? I think they thought you either that next year or the year right after.
Okay, so 2019, the Niners went 13-3. Damn, he was hurt a lot too. There's no way, like Jimmy G was like, come on, bro. This is bad. Okay, I guess 2019 probably. Let me check 2019. Let me see playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to game logs. 2019.
Look.
So we go to 2019, Jimmy G, regular season, no playoffs. Yeah, it was Green Bay. So the first playoff game, he had 131 yards passing. The second playoff game was with Green Bay, and he had 77 yards passing. Yeah. And then the Super Bowl, he had against Kansas City. He had 219, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Okay. He went out swinging.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
But he went 6 for 8, bro. In the NFC Championship game, he went 6 for 8 for 77 yards to go to the Super Bowl. Like, that's all he needed to do for that team to win, bro.
That game was in the snow though. That's like I don't think there was a touchdown score in that game. Like Aaron Rodgers played. Aaron Rodgers played too.
You know what the score was? You know what the score was?
Like 9-6 or something like that.
37-20.
37-20. Oh, really? It's not that game, man. It's not the game I'm thinking of. Man.
In a 37-20 game, he went 6 for 8 for 77 yards.
That's crazy.
Where all the points come from?
Yeah.
Who was running back then?
I'm telling you, bro.
Gore?
Shanahan, like he's a great. He's one of the best offensive minded coaches in the NFL. Like, he's one of the best coaches, play callers.
No, they had the two backs. I want to say.
The who?
They had the 2 backs. It was I forgot both of their names. It was the pass catching back they had. Then they had the other guy. I forgot their names. I can't
Breida or Matt Breida?
Yeah.
Was he playing on that team? Did he play on that team? I don't know if he played on that. He retired too, by the way. I think he retired.
I don't remember.
See, that's the thing though. You don't remember a lot of those 49er teams on offense because they got a lot of no names outside of like the big ones like the tight end.
Mostert on that team?
Yeah, Mostert was one of them. Mostert was there. I don't know if he was a big part of that team yet, but he was there.
Mostert went to the Super Bowl with the Niners that year?
I want to say he went there. I want to say he did. So he spent most of his career there until he got to he spent a few years there before he got to, because he got hurt. He was always hurt. He was probably hurt.
Always hurt. Yeah.
So
all I know is that Jimmy G has more playoff wins than Justin Fields has 300-yard games. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that.
Damn. Okay. I see what happened. Mostert had 29 attempts, 220 yards rushing, and 4 touchdowns. God. Damn. Like,
God,
that was he put on a show to go to the Super Bowl. Damn, he damn near a 49 legend for that right there to go to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. That's pretty much the reason why they score all those points.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Debo, yeah, bro, that's about it, man. There's no point in really talking. Yeah, Tevin Coleman, was he a running back? Yeah, Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida.
Tevin Coleman, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Tevin Coleman. I think he got hurt all the time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and the point is they didn't need Jimmy G to be that type of quarterback. That's why I'm like, that'd be crazy if he ever got mentioned as mentioned in Hall of Fame. And I don't even agree with what you about the Alex Smith, but I get your point. You're trying to say like, oh, yeah, Alex Smith was mentioned, but Alex Smith had more productive seasons. That's like compared to like a Jimmy G. Like he had some years with Andy Reid.
I just always see Alex Smith as being super mid, and that's just kind of how Jimmy G was. It was just like,
yeah.
It's like, It's French vanilla versus vanilla bean. Like they both just both just vanilla, bro. One got some little specks in there.
What are y'all thoughts on Geno Smith so far?
Not great. That first game he was cooking. But since then, it's he missing reads, he's missing throws, he putting the ball in harm's way. Like, I think he has a little too much faith in his arm. I think this is something we criticize other people for in the past for not doing, and now I think Geno is doing it a little too much, but like pushing the ball downfield. So I think he needs to kind of reel it in a little bit.
No, Silver and Facts, man. I still want to know why Mostert is on a month-long maternity leave during the season.
Man.
Yeah. Hopefully we see him on Sunday. But oh man, hey, look, man, hey, we've had a great show so far. It will continue. We got NFL pick'ems, but Chris, we appreciate you coming through, joining us, having a great show, great conversation. If you want to let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to. All that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. I always appreciate, kicking it with y'all, man. It's a little late over on this side of town, but yeah, definitely, Chris, Protect the Show podcast, man. Love chilling with my boys, man, talking this ball and only talking it the way we talk it, man. Just keep it real and authentic, man. That's how we do it, man. So, anyone that's in here tonight, man, make sure you guys check out my page. I go live every Sunday and Wednesday with Severe and 805. We got a show called The Raider War Room. Just fire. We break down film and just talk our talk. So, appreciate all the love and support, man.
Facts,
yes, sir, man. Hey, man,
we'll make sure that check out his interview playlist as well, man. You got some go to interviews in there. Too,
that
man.
Jason Campbell.
Yes, sir.
See, hey, you man, the interview. As far as the interviews, I think he might be killing it. I don't think
he's killing it for sure.
That's the one thing.
And honestly,
about Chris,
that's all I want to do, to be real. That's really all I want to do. I wish I could just have them lined up, man. But it's all good.
Hey, the fact that you're getting them, man. I mean, like that's good enough, man. But you can find Chris at Protect the Shield podcast all over social media, especially YouTube. Definitely go over there, head over, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like we said, man, dope interviews, dope conversations, and they do two shows during the week. I know that the Wednesday show breaking down film, and then a Sunday show, kind of like a post-game recap after the game recap. Yeah. So definitely want to check out the Raider War Room with Chris, Severe, and obviously 805 Raider, man. That's gonna be something to look forward to every week. But yeah, man, Chris, man, appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right, peace.
My dog. Take it easy.
All right, man. That's Chris, man. Hey, man, that was dope conversation. Especially that Jimmy G. And that's our better and better. Those random little football questions, we always be getting at the end. But
facts to that.
If you haven't already, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is the part of the show where we get into NFL picks. And we're going to recap what happened last week.
Pharaoh looking too happy, so I know he must have did good. He looking too happy.
you know, I'm slowly but surely kind of gaining, you know, a little bit on this. It's because it's, you know, at the end of the day, like, it's a long season. I went 9-6 again, but it was a random week, and I still went 9-6.
I must have went 8-7 then.
You went Severe went 8-7. You went 8-7.
Dang, man.
And shout out to Mint. Mint, we gonna have him back on again. He went 9-6. He went 9-6.
Yeah,
so
I lost.
Did it? Well, I don't know if we
took some risk.
Really gained on him. Yeah.
Yeah, I took some. Yeah, we didn't gain. I mean, I lost. I took some risk. One of them should have came through. I forgot who ended up losing the game last minute. Who lost the game last minute on the field? I forgot.
It might have been. Was it that Jets? No, it was not that Jets. And was it the Browns? Was the Browns? Was the Browns?
Was the Browns? Well, the Browns. But
no,
we all.
You talking about the upset picks? Yeah. It was. I think it was an upset pick that you.
Yeah. The Bengals got their teeth kicked in, so that wasn't even close. Who was it that lost the game?
He was reaching that one. Yeah,
was it the Rams? Oh yeah, it was the Rams. Yeah, the Rams. Who they? No. I didn't pick the Rams. I picked the Eagles.
Yeah. Let me put up the totals.
Was it the Saints?
The same. I can look it up real quick. But the total record so far, I'm 27-18. I got a game. Game over Severe. We were tied up last week. You know what I mean? I got one over Severe, but Mint is obviously in control right now with 33-12. It's all good. It's a long season. We're gonna catch up. But it's Mint got 33-12. Severe got 26-19. Obviously myself, 27-18. But it's we the show must go on, man. We still got some time to go look at some of these picks. Let me go ahead and put this on real quick. Hold on. But if let's see. Gino looking like Anthony said. Gino looking like Jimmy G.
Cheating. I'm about to start cheating. The man, he really is, man.
Nah. I don't think it's that bad. I look at Gino just like, he's a solid quarterback. I'm not looking at him as a top 5, top 10. Some people try to push him in top 10, but I don't know. I got to see more from Gino for me to, or more consistency from Gino before I even say all that. But I think he's like top 15. You can say top 15. You can make an argument for top 15.
Yeah, I think he's there.
Sure.
He is there. I think even like when I looked at the power rankings for quarterbacks, I think they had him at like 14th in the league. So
yeah, like top 15 could be fair, especially if the offensive line could play better.
Okay, that's what it was. It was the 49ers over the Cardinals. That's what it was.
You said it was 49ers over the Cardinals?
Yeah, that was a game that did me. So I picked the Cardinals. I think both of y'all picked the 9 there. I want to say.
Let me just make sure. That Seattle game, man, that was kind of interesting how that went down. Did you have the Cardinals win that or Seattle?
I probably would have picked the Cardinals just coming off that tough loss, but Seattle was at home though, so something in me, I just don't want to believe in Sam Darnold. I just don't want to believe in Sam Darnold, man.
Yeah. All right, cool, perfect. All right. So we got this set up here. All right. And all right, so we got let me get this set up here. We got Vikings and Steelers first game. Severe, who you got?
Man, this is a rough one. The Vikings are clearly the more talented team, but backup quarterback. I'm gonna trust in Mike Tomlin. I'm gonna go Steelers.
You got Mike Tomlin and the Steelers?
Mike Tomlin and the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I gotta get Mint stuff from here. Okay. So you got Steelers. All right. Damn, Vikings is so there's some storylines here too, because I think Aaron wanted to go to the Vikings, but the Vikings passed.
Yeah, they said no.
They said no. You know, it would have been like a modern day Brett Favre. Nah, he went from the Green Bay Packers to the Jets to the Vikings.
The Vikings. Yeah.
You know, followed his footsteps. Where is this being played? This is in is this? Oh, is this? Hold up. Oh, this is gonna be in. Oh, it's gonna be in London.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 6:30 game. Ooh.
That's perfect for LS. LS like finally.
he can watch it at like 11
Man, the game I can watch.
Oh man, I want to go Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know why. I feel like the Vikings come out with the W. I guess this is gonna be my upset pick then. Let me see what. Actually, I got to see what Mint picked, but I got Vikings. I'm taking Vikings. I'm not sold on the Steelers for some reason. Let's see what Mint had. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. My bad, y'all. Hey, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Okay, Mint win Vikings. Okay.
So I got the upset.
You got the upset pick. Damn, all right. Okay, this is actually a good upset pick too. Because it could easily go that way. What we got in the chat? What people saying in the chat? What we got? Oh, LS, you trying to jump. All right, you got Steelers. All right.
Oh man.
We'll go back to it. We got, but okay.
Back to it.
LS is that Steelers. All right. Cool. Let's go to the Commanders and Falcons. These are your two favorite quarterbacks playing.
See, two of my favorite quarterbacks from the last draft class. I'm gonna go. Ooh. See, is Jaden playing? That's a big thing. I'm gonna go Commanders. With the assumption that Jaden's gonna play. But if he doesn't, because I think the Falcons might bounce back after the way things went down the last game. Michael Penix Jr. getting benched. I think he'll come out with a vengeance. You know, the Commanders are coming off. You know, they a little fat right now. They coming off stomping the mud hole in us. They feeling good about themselves. And it's in Atlanta. But Bijan going crazy too. I'm gonna stay Commanders.
All right, Commanders.
Yeah. But damn, is Jaden playing? No, that's what's rough.
It's at home for the Falcons too.
Yeah.
Penix kind of been last couple games been
bad. Last game was horrible.
Yeah, they lost like 30-0 last game, but the game before that, I think they won, right? But Bijan had a really good game, but I don't think Penix had like a really great game.
Nah.
Didn't they beat the Falcons? Didn't they beat the Vikings? Sunday Night Football?
I think so. I forget. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's when Bijan went crazy.
I'm gonna go Falcons, man. I think Penix might have a bounce back game because I feel like the Commanders can get exposed on defense.
Yeah, they're secondary too. You got Drake London over there, Mooney.
And then, Bijan is legit this year, especially in the pass game. And you remember when we had talking about the Commanders and Louis T when he was talking about Bobby Wagner can't cover anybody.
Yeah,
so Bijan might have a big game.
Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Falcons. Let me see what my guy Mint. Let me see what he got. He got Commanders. Oh, I got the upset pick. Let's go. I'll take it because this can go either way.
Yeah.
But shit, if Jaden is playing, I ain't gonna lie.
Looking spooky. Looking spooky.
It's gonna look tough. Saints, Bills. Oh yeah.
Come on, bro. Obviously. This not much. Oh, man, look after that Browns Packers game, man.
You don't know.
I passed it, but obviously the Bills don't need a lot of explanation there.
So Mint got Bills too. Let's see what everybody talking about. Let's see. Let's see. Unless you say you 36-12. Okay.
Unless it's cooking. Okay. He picking from the future right now.
Oh, he got the Commanders. He had Commanders and then got the Bills. Obviously that's an easy one. All right. Okay. Browns and Lions in Detroit. This is an easy one, bro.
Yeah, Lions, man. Can't even hold you.
There's no. I'm not even gonna.
Myles Garrett would have to have the greatest defensive game of all time. He had to have like an 80% pressure rate to beat.
Yeah. So Mint got Lions. Just Lions across the board.
Yeah.
So we got Titans, Texans.
Man, they both, man. My boy, I'm a roll with Coleridge. I mean, because the Texans defense, man, they got like two of the top. First of all, Will Anderson has turned into one of the best defensive players in the league. Like he's having. It started at the end of last year. It's continuing, and then they got the other edge rusher, Daniil Hunter. He's serving too. Plus they got who I think is the best corner in the league. And then they got Lassiter, who was and Derek Stingley rather. And then they got Kamari Lassiter as well as another good corner. The defense ain't been an issue. Coleridge, CJ ain't been balling. It's a tough defense, but I think they get it. I think they get it done.
You got Texans?
Got Texans, yeah. I think they get it done. An ugly game, like 13-9 type stuff.
Yeah. I keep trying to pick the Texans, but the Texans, they've been letting me down, man.
Yeah.
They let me down. I think one game I picked them. I was like, damn. And they don't and it's so far this season, they don't look like offensively like CJ Stroud. I mean, obviously he's not getting protected consistently.
Yeah,
he's not playing his best ball. But Bo Hardegree is his first week calling it. So last time he did
Bo,
that.
Though, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick the Titans, man.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna be a little aggressive this week, man. See if I can pick some
Titans defense is legit.
Yeah, it can go either way. It's like defensive game.
Let's
see. What did he got the Texans? So yep, this is an upset. Let's go ahead. All right. Yeah, this could easily be. It's a defensive game. It could go either way.
Yeah.
I just feel like Titans is like built to play ugly.
Yeah.
They know what it look like. You know what I mean? And then Bo Hardegree is gonna throw things off. Like he's gonna because he's a different play caller.
Yeah.
You know, he might have some up his sleeve. We'll see. All right, Panthers, Patriots. Not bad.
Have the Panthers won a game this year? Oh, they won one.
You said say it again?
I said have the Panthers won a game this year? I said they won one.
They won one game. They won last week against the Falcons, 30-0.
Oh yeah, that was a game. Oh damn, okay. That was a game. Oh,
they won 30-0. Panthers won 30-0 against the Falcons. But damn, it's just like picking the Panthers and anything. Remember, Panthers. Every time I pick the Panthers, they always lose. So if I pick them right now, they can lose.
Yeah.
So this is in Foxborough, but then at the same time, like the Patriots really ain't like spectacular. They can lose any given week. It's not a team to really count on to win some games. This is one of those. I gotta take like the team that's on a high right now. Are you picking you picking the Patriots or the Panthers?
Are you asking me?
No, because you're supposed to go first. All right, no, you know what? I'll pick it. I'm gonna pick Panthers. I'm gonna pick Panthers. He said, "Why are you asking me?" Because you're picking first.
Well, you asked though.
Damn, that's
what you asked was like
funny.
hella. What you asked was hella. You know what? Like you street smart. You pick up on people's cues. What you asked, it was like hella. It was like you picking it because your intention just said it all with the way you asked, bro.
Oh, that was funny, bro. That was funny.
Who you going with?
Funny. Because you know it's hella funny. I thought it was on me. Then I thought about it, I was like, you never picked anybody. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, who's? That's why it came off like that. But it's all good. Yeah. I'm going with the Panthers.
I know you. Hey, Dan, I probably was gonna pick the Panthers, but I'm gonna roll with the Patriots since knowing your record of Panthers picks. I'll roll with the Patriots. I was gonna pick the Panthers though, just because I think Teddy Rowe has been getting off, and Chuba Hubbard, I think he's starting to warm up, and Bryce, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots. See what Josh McDaniels can do.
Right. All right. What did let's see what Mick is on right now. Oh, he got the Panthers too. Damn, you got the upset pick.
But it didn't go well for me last week. So. Yeah, that did not go well for me last week.
Chargers, Giants. They got a new starter.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
You got Chargers?
Yeah. Open and shut.
They do got a new young quarterback. That might be like a little boost to their offense, maybe throw them off.
Yeah, he mobile too.
The Chargers defense is good, bro. It's like for a young quarterback too. They are playing at home too, but I want to pick against the Chargers. I really want to, but
yes,
can't do it. Yeah. I'm going Chargers.
Ricky Jackson Dart versus Jesse Minter. Right, I know. Like Jackson Dart was my guy. Tyrone Tracy was my guy. Malik Neighbors was my guy. 3 of my guys are playing on that team, but I think the Chargers are too good right now.
Let's see what's going on with the night crew. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure Clyde can hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's see. Hey man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you supporting the show, man. Let's see. It's a good thing Browns didn't draft Shamar Stewart. Didn't he go to the Bengals?
Yeah.
Salute SoCal, man. Appreciate you pulling up. So yeah, it's Chargers are all across the board. All right. We got Chargers all across the board. That's an easy one. So we got Eagles, Buccaneers. Oh, this is 2-3-0 teams. Probably the game of the week. Bucks is the way they've won has been like a lot of close games. But Baker Mayfield was able to kind of lead them down the field and win it at the end. The Eagles, obviously, I feel like they're just too good. Like they're too talented. Like they just end up overpowering teams in some way, shape, or form. Like especially when they get into the end zone. In them short yardage situations, it's almost automatic. Especially in close games, those things kind of matter. But damn, I don't know if I can go against. I know. Mike Evans. No, Mike Evans got hurt.
The Mecca though, whew.
I know.
Mecca been serving.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles, man. I'm not going against them. Can't do it.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles too, man. I think they had a scare last week. They had a scare last week. Game.
I think
that was
psychology there, right there.
yeah,
You're like a Mecca, man. He was serving.
Hey, got to do it, man. Got to do it.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Eagles, I think like they were due for a loss. Last week was the loss they were due for, and it didn't happen because they were able to make a play at the end. So I think they had their scare where they should have lost and they didn't. So I think they rebound this week, have a big week. I think Saquon has a pretty big week. I think AJ Brown finally gets you kind of gets on track as well.
Okay. And Mint also got the Eagles, so it's Eagles across the board. We got Colts Rams. Colts coming in 3-0. It's gonna be in Inglewood. Rams at home. So who you got, Severe?
Damn, man, I keep picking against the Colts, man. They fools keep winning. They keep winning, bro. Oh man, and the Rams, they have it could be one of two ways. They could either be deflated after the way they lost, or they can kind of dig their heels in and come out stronger than ever. I'm gonna trust Sean McVay, man. I'm gonna trust Sean McVay. I think Shane Steichen is Shane Steichen a Sean McVay disciple?
Nah, I'm not sure if he is.
Maybe
I know he was an offense coordinator for the Eagles.
Yeah, he was there.
And that's where he made his name. I'm not sure if he's from that coaching tree because his offense is like I think it's like different from Sean McVay.
Yeah, some similarities, especially in the run game. But I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams, man. I'm gonna go Rams.
All right.
Danny Don. I think the Rams gonna get pressure. I think they can get pressure with 4. They can get pressure with 4. I think that'll pay dividends.
Bro, I just reposted this earlier, but I seen like the Colts owner at practice taking notes and just like paying attention, bro. Like if they were like 0-3 or 1-2, that would probably be the biggest storyline. Is like, but right now they're 3-0, so no one's talking about it. But
people talking about it.
It's like crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man, Sacktown, but I seen you holding it down, man. So yeah, definitely had to give you the wrench, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you holding down the chat, man. Definitely, bro. Well deserved.
Sacktown, my guy.
Well deserved, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Rams too, man. I'm taking a home team. I feel like Sean McVay's gonna have something in his sleeve. They lost a tough game. It was the last week, I believe. So that's gonna be my pick too this week. Colts, I did pick them last week, so it's not like I'm like saying I'm going against them, but this week, because Rams are a good team. I don't know what they're kind of an underrated radar team. Like they have a solid team. It's not like they have a lot of holes. If you think about it, like you look at their offense, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and then you obviously got Kyron Williams. Stafford is, he's he's one of the best QBs in the NFL. Colts are due for a loss. Yeah, LSU.
Just saying, I can't see them going 4-0 because I think they have an easy matchup next week too. So I can't beat if the Colts are 5-0, bro.
Something tells me Mint is gonna go with the Colts. Let me see.
Probably.
He going Rams. He going Rams. Okay.
He going against his boy.
All right. He a real one. He go off. Okay, I like that. Respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it.
I think we've been trolling them so much that we peer pressure them.
No, for real. We got Jaguars, 49ers.
I'm going 49ers. I'm going 49ers.
But the 49ers is just like a weird 3-0. Like Mac Jones, I'm not gonna lie, Mac Jones with Kyle Shanahan, because I don't know if you heard, Kyle Shanahan was a big Mac Jones fan. Like that was his QB until the very end. I don't know what happened. Maybe like he was ridden with his, maybe like John Lynch was like, nah, let's go for a guy with better traits. Trey Lance. Yeah. But man, he got Mac Jones playing good football, and they're winning games despite with Brock Purdy's injury. Is Brock Purdy back or is he still hurt? I think Mac Jones.
I heard he's supposed to be back.
It's in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm going Niners, man. I'm trying to find a reason to go against them, but like.
Yeah. And then the Jaguars have been struggling. Brian Thomas ain't looked great. Trav really ain't been doing all that. Etienne been doing well. But yeah, I'm going.
That one week you had like against the Saints. I was about to go with the Niners, and you were like, oh well, you're like everybody's hurt,
Yeah. And the Saints should have won that game too. I think they should have won that game too. That's another one.
Man,
I done lost a whole bunch of games I lost a whole bunch of games late because the Saints should have won that game too.
Okay. Well, okay. Everybody's picking the Niners this weekend. All right.
Damn, I hate that.
For sure. Ravens and Chiefs this week. Sunday. Is that Sunday? No, that's gonna be just a regular game. Damn, Ravens has been losing like a lot of like just close, tough games, just terrible turnovers.
Derrick Henry, man, he's destroying the whole game, and he's crazy fumbles at the end of games. It's like wild.
Yeah, I think I think the Ravens are going to get their get back this week. Like the Chiefs, I haven't really been impressed with them too much so far. I mean, I'm not saying that they're gonna, go away and be terrible this season, but I feel like the Ravens are playing the Chiefs at the right time. So I'm gonna go Ravens on the road.
I'm gonna second that. The Ravens have like they damn near every game. Well, both games they lost, they like low-key should have won. So, the Chiefs, they just ain't really looked that good. Offensively, they ain't look great. They don't have a lot of weapons there. Travis Kelce doesn't look the same. Isaiah Pacheco looks trash. Jawan Taylor is holding every single play. He's like, so I just think Lamar is on a different level. Derrick Henry's been crazy outside of the turnovers. I'll go with the Ravens. D-Hop over there too now.
LS he got the Ravens too.
After that tough loss, yeah, they got to do it.
We'll see, man. Mint, he went with the upset this week, man. He went with Chiefs. He got the Chiefs this week.
Really?
At home. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see, man. We'll see how it shakes out.
I've never bad decision picking with 15, though, to be honest with you.
Severe, man. Bears, Raiders, score prediction.
Gosh, dog, man. Look. This Bears defense is not good. They're either missing several corners, and if they're not missing, those guys are banged up. The run defense is terrible. We've been hearing criticism all week about the Raiders' offensive line, about their use of Genty, about pass rotation. We've been hearing it all week. I'm sure they've been hearing it too. I'm sure Pete Carroll's been hearing the noise about people criticizing him so far. They just got a mud hole stomped in them. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. I'm going to go Raiders 27-24. Raiders. Genty has 102 yards and a touchdown.
Okay, first 100-yard game. I mean, that's a good prediction, especially with the Bears' run defense not being the best in the league. I feel like the Raiders, if they win this, is most likely going to be like a little. I feel like it's going to be like a high-scoring game, bro.
That is a fool.
If the Raiders do win this game, I feel like the Bears are going to get what they want on offense, but the Raiders are going to make enough plays at the end to find a way to win, because they forced a turnover each and every one of these games, and that could be a difference in this game. So, especially if the Raiders' offense is scoring and doing what they need to do, so I feel like it's going to be a bounce back game for the players and as well as the coaching staff. So, I'm going to go 31-28. Raiders pull it off. And let's see what we got. Let's see what Mint has to say. Mint's going with the Bears.
Yeah, man.
He going with the Bears 27-17.
Dang. Look, man.
Mint is he means business.
Man, yeah. Hey, look. I almost did the pick against the Raiders and hope they win.
No, after this game, I'll start. I'm gonna really like. I don't care.
Yeah.
But after this game, this
I mean,
game.
The Raiders are favored. It's only 1.5, so essentially Vegas has it as 50-50 with a slight edge to the Raiders. Yeah, they're usually pretty smart about this stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt one last week. At home too.
You said 27-24 was the score?
Yeah.
27-24. Okay. So you got 27-24. I got 31-28 Raiders, and Mint got it Bears 27-17. There's a reason why he's not on the show today.
Yes.
He didn't show his face when he said that.
Look, bro. Can't get mad at it. As LS said, man, you know, low management. Low management.
He said Bears dropped 30. Well, I said 28. But look, if we're looking at the other two games outside of last week where they couldn't tackle nobody and stop the run, it worked for them on defense. So, but you know what has me like feeling like they're gonna score? Ben Johnson is gonna have something. He's gonna have something cooked up. Yeah. They got a good offensive minded coach. He's gonna have something cooked up for this Raiders defense. Yeah. And it's a copycat league because I think Cliff Kingsbury put some stuff on tape. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Oh, this is from earlier. 31-28. Oh, you got 31-28 Bears. You got 31-28 Bears. Okay, I got you.
DC.
Yeah. LS got 33-17 Bears. Okay. Well, if it's 31-28, then that means they did something good on offense. They made something was better. Hopefully. Let's go on to the next game, and we got Packers Cowboys. Severe, who you got?
Yeah, I think the Packers come in there and they put it's a BTA situation. It's BTA situation.
Yeah.
They coming off that loss to the Browns. The Cowboys defense is trash.
This is old boy's first game back in Dallas.
Oh yeah, Micah. Oh yeah. Oh,
so
it's
gonna be in Dallas. So it's gonna be. They're gonna be. Damn. I want to pick Dallas, but damn, it's just such a mismatch.
The defense is so nasty.
Yeah,
man. And then Josh Jacobs been struggling this year too, so I think he has a get right game against Dallas. So I'm going Packers.
Oh, Jake's is trash this year.
He's been struggling, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't been good. But like you said, but kind of like, you know, like to not to parrot Chip Kelly, but yeah, like most Russian offenses haven't been good, to be honest. This early go in the season, so
yeah. All right, so Packers across the board. Mint also went with Packers. Let's see what. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. We the people. He said, Michael, we get 3+ sacks.
That'd be crazy.
Could see that happen.
That'd be crazy.
See that happening, making you know, oh boy, heated too. The cameras is gonna be up in the press box.
Oh, you already know.
Jerry Jones is gonna be over there just heated.
He gonna do Monday Night Football. He gonna do Johnny Manziel.
No, that'd be funny if he does that. But yeah, so Monday Night Football, Jets, Dolphins. This is a division battle. Both teams 0-3. Dolphins is obviously like they're trending to like maybe the number 1 pick in the draft, like or top 5 draft pick, and Mike McDaniel might get fired. If Mike McDaniel gets fired, then him as an offensive coordinator,
I'll be down with that.
It's just the way that he lost his team. It's like, damn, like they don't respect him. It's like that's what I don't know. But maybe him as OC is gonna be different. It's different.
Him as OC is different. He was OC with Harbaugh, so I think he'll be all right. If he gets fired, I can see him going to the Falcons. So I think they're gonna probably fire. They're gonna probably fire.
Mike McDaniel was OC with Harbaugh. I thought it was Shanahan.
You're Shanahan. Shanahan, not Harbaugh. You're Shanahan.
Hold up, was he the offensive coordinator? Was he the QB coach or offensive? Okay, yeah, he might have been. Oh, he was the OC.
Offensive coordinator. He was OC,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
OC. What you call it was a QB coach. My boy Bobby Slowick. He ain't got a job yet.
Oh, I think did he take the year off?
I think he might be working. Yeah, he's working. Oh, was he? He's working somebody. He was somewhere. He's with somebody as a like a position coach. I can't remember who that.
I think he might be with Detroit.
Bobby Slowick.
Bobby Slowick. Is he with Detroit?
As a position coach.
Yeah. Who you got in the meantime?
We already know, bro. I'm never picking for Justin Fields, man. I'm going to the Dolphins. I don't give a damn. Justin Fields could be undefeated playing the worst team in the league, and I'm picking against Justin Fields. You can lock that in every week.
Oh wow. He was subsequently hired by the Miami Dolphins in February as a senior pass game coordinator, rejoining head coach Mike McDaniel. That's wild. Okay. Damn. And the Dolphins and Tua is struggling too.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go Jets. I know it's on the road in Florida, but I'm gonna go Jets. I like how they competed with the Bucks last week. They should have won that game, but Bucks kind of was able to pull it out in the end. So I'll take the Jets. It's one of those games that go either way. Both teams 0-3, but I feel like the Jets, it feels a little bit more positive over there compared to the Dolphins. The Dolphins just feels like you don't know what to expect from them.
But I don't think either one of them has played necessarily better than the other one. I just think expectations going into the year. Now, it wasn't high expectations for either team per se, but I think the expectations for the Jets were much lower than they were for the Dolphins.
Bro, you hate Justin Fields so much.
I just don't even hate it. I just think he's trash, and people keep like I don't want to keep saying I don't want to put this on him, but it's almost like a Genty situation where like people making me resent Genty just because they refuse to assign any blame to him at all. So like nothing that happens to him is ever his fault. It's always everybody around. And same thing with Justin Fields. It's all they never gave Justin Fields a chance. What is Justin Fields like? It's like come on.
Yeah.
And so that's I don't know.
I feel
it's one of those situations.
I feel you. You gotta double down sometimes, man. Let the people know. Mint also went with the Jets, so you got the upset pick this week. You got the upset pick. And the last game here, we got Bengals, Broncos. Is Fields even playing? Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, I know he did get banged up.
He did get
if
hurt.
He's not playing, I might switch my pick. I'm gonna stay with the Dolphins. But if I knew going into it he wasn't playing, I might have picked the Jets. But now I'm still staying with the Dolphins.
All right. So Bengals, Broncos. I'm going Broncos at home. I feel like the defense is gonna have a field day with the Broncos, but they do got weapons. But are they gonna protect the backup quarterback? It's a backup QB they're going against. I'm thinking like Broncos should take advantage of this situation, but the Bengals 2-1 surprisingly. But
no, the only loss was that last week, which is crazy.
Yeah,
they got their ass whipped. God damn.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Oh,
Who you got? I'm going with Broncos. Who you got?
Damn. You know what? I'm going to go Bengals, man. I'm going to go Bengals. I ain't learned my lesson. I haven't learned my lesson yet.
All right.
And I just don't like Bo Nix either. So he's rapidly turning into Justin Fields for me.
All right. Oh, you said Justin Fields?
Yeah.
That's funny. And you got the upset pick too, because Mint also went with the Broncos.
Yes. So the smart pick is the Broncos. But I figured he'd go with the Broncos. I need to try to gain some ground.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see how it shakes out. Looking back at the picks, you started off with the upset with Steelers. Me and Mint went with the Vikings. Second game I went Falcons over Commanders. That was this next upset pick. Let's see. You got the Patriots over Panthers. That's an upset pick because we went with the Panthers. Mint went with the Chiefs over Ravens. Damn it, he went Bears over Raiders.
Yeah, he got us. He got us. He already won up, bro. We already playing from behind.
He's trying to protect that lead at all costs.
Hey, look, man. Gotta be smart, man. Gotta be smart, bro. I ain't mad at him.
But you went back to back upset picks: Dolphins and Bengals. Dolphins over the Jets, and then Bengals over the Broncos. So those are the games really to pay attention to, because they could be the tiebreakers. All right, man. We'll see how it shakes out, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in at this point. Clock out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Great show. Great conversation. Definitely watch the replay. Mint's record, his overall record is
33 and something.
33 and 12. I think earlier you were saying you in the 30s too, right? Let me see.
He's like 36.
It might be the same record. Might be the same record.
No, I thought he had 30, 35, 36, I think, LS.
Let me see. He's 33 and 12. LS, let me see. You said earlier. Forgot you said earlier. I don't know. Put it in the chat like your current record.
I think he's 35 and 10. I thought
35 and 10. Damn.
That's what I thought he's. Oh, he's 36 and 12.
36 and 12. Okay.
Oh, but I think he's picking the Thursday games too, though. That's probably why.
Oh, he's picking the Thursday games. Okay. Yeah. All right, we'll see how it shakes out, man. Hey, at this point, clock out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Severe, let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
I mean, you guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, on Snapchat, TikTok, X, IG, all social media. The Severe Raider here every Tuesday night. The 50-50 show with my guy PharoahNFL, as well as Around the Shield, as you guys are tuning into right now. Then on Sundays and Wednesdays, in the Raider War Room with our guest from earlier, Chris will Protect the Shield, as well as 805 Raiders. Make sure you're tapping with your boy, man. I started a membership, man. So make sure y'all join. Probably going forward, probably our Wednesdays. It's gonna be a little bit different format. We're gonna start the Wednesday show off like normal. Then when we get into the film, we're gonna go to members only at that point, just because we keep getting knocked for these copyrights, man. Because Roger Goodell, he ain't making enough money, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but so yeah, make sure y'all tap in, man. Membership is super cheap. I forgot what I said to that. It's like only one level. It's super cheap. So make sure if y'all want to support your boy, that's one way to do it. And when I hit 1,500, start members only lives one day, at least once a week myself. Solo dolo.
LS says member only film.
Yep.
Okay. So is a solo show?
No. That's still part of Raider War Room. But once I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm gonna start hitting a solo live, probably Monday nights.
That's dope. Hey man, definitely check them out. Definitely subscribe. Definitely hit the membership up. We appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Around the Shield every Thursdays. Next week we'll be back. 50-50 show. Definitely check us out. And then be on the lookout for our post game show this Sunday. Me and Rundown starting it off. Hopefully it's gonna be after a W.
That was clean, man. That was clean. I like that show.
This the loss. It be sometimes them shows be rough, man. But hopefully it's after a W. We see some adjustments, some improvements from this team. Definitely on the lookout for new content as well, man. And follow us all, on Around the Shield all over social media, including IG and X. We're trying to grow that, and we appreciate y'all support. If you can go over there, Around the Shield, as well as PharoahNFL, PharoahNFL, NFL, all over social media as well, including YouTube. Yeah, man, great show, great conversation. We'll be back here to talk about it. Hopefully it's after a W, man. I want to see some positivity. I want to see some improvements. I don't want to see hard-headed coaches try to prove a point and, the Raiders struggle again, or the run game is not, most likely, there's a good chance that could happen. But after a blowout loss, you would think that, they make some type of adjustments and they bounce back. So that's what I'm betting on. Hopefully we see a good game this week on Sunday against the Bears. LS says he's trying to get on the membership.
Oh, you know what? It might have. I did it yesterday, like last night. Like after the war room, they might still have it on hold. They said they'll make me wait like 24 hours to review it or whatever. I don't know, review what they're reviewing. It's like super basic. So maybe by tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. I don't know. You're in the future, LS, so it should be working already for you. Really. But right, yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely check it out, man. We appreciate everybody pulling up. Great show. We'll be back here next week or this Sunday. I know this Sunday you're going to have the post-game show with Raider War Room, and then be on the lookout for me on a post-game show with Raider Rundown. So we appreciate everybody pulling up, man. We'll be back here soon. Any last thoughts before you head out, Severe?
Nah, man. Like, it's time to put up or shut up for this coaching staff. We thought that the Commanders game was a winnable game. Obviously it turned out to be something altogether different, but this is a get right game. I think a good win, I think it will lift spirits. It will change the tide. People will start having a little bit more confidence again. But if they come out there and lose, bro, oh yeah, it's DEFCON 5.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's not even just a loss. It's just if we keep seeing the same problems, same issues, and like imagine if they played a great game and they lost. Like you would be like, oh, okay, yeah, you want them to win, but like at least like the offensive line played better. We seen some form of a run game. Yeah. We've seen the offense look like an offense we were excited to see under Chip Kelly, like things like that. But even if they win, I'm not gonna lie, if they win and we still see the same issues with the offensive line and the defense is getting exposed, it's just like, I don't know how this season's gonna go, But yeah, man. We'll be here to talk about it, man. We appreciate everybody coming through, man. We'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.